Good everybody. It's Wednesday night. It's 9:00 something p.m. It's time for the What's on Joe Mind team stream. I'm your host, Mike Irizarry, thanking all of you who stayed through the extra long presentation of the TBS Mama's Family Marathon to stick with us here for the beginning of the show tonight. I won't lie to you. I'm glad we had the time. It's just been a slow start for all of your hosts today. Anyways, joining me here in the top row, he is back from his first day with kids at the school. I offered to give him the week off, and he was like, "No, I'll be fine." He's not fine. It's rack time, Rob.
Oh, it went well, but every time I turned my head, somebody started doing something they shouldn't. I was like, "What? Just stop it! Get back what you're doing."
Did the correct? Was it always? Were people's pants on that needed to be on?
Yes.
That everything was good. Everything was fine.
No, they were just like trying to sneak out or something, or
Hey, whatever.
It's somewhere they shouldn't.
Sneaking out with pants on is a win on day one. That's all.
Not a gift. That's not a given in my line of work.
No. Again, it's the special ed room.
Yeah.
There's adventures sometimes with that sort of thing. So we don't we're not just whistling Dixie on that one. We are unfortunately just a little bit serious.
Yeah. My department chair, basically put in a message, "Hey, great job today. See everyone tomorrow." And I just texted back, "Tomorrow?
Got to do this again?
What the hell?"
Yeah, Phil threw the punchline out there just before you did.
Yeah.
So I mean, good on he understands.
He knows. Phil gets it.
In the bottom row, ensuring that we do not come up short on time. You know him from the Joe on Joe podcast.
I can stretch it.
You may see me die on camera.
I'm here to stretch.
This is why we made the move to YouTube. It's so because if we were doing this audio only, we'd be doing the same physical humor joke.
Yeah.
From the Joe on Joe podcast, your venerable host, Joe Slepsky.
Hello, Irizarry brothers. Thanks for having me back on the show. I love being back. I will say for most of my work day, I was not wearing pants today. So you have a leg up on me.
Does that include the time you spent at the Starbucks?
No, I put on, that's the other thing too. I put on jeans for that meeting. Right. I decided I was like, I better cover up these sweet calves when I meet this stranger. And then they ghost me. So
the sad thing is those jeans.
I was on professional Zoom calls all day, and I was in my boxers for most of them.
Did you respectfully class it up and have the tuxedo T-shirt on top?
No, but I forgot my first one. My first one was super early. It was like 7 a.m. Pacific. Yeah, I know. I was in my Green Lantern T-shirt that I slept in bed with, so I just played it cool. I'm just like, we're casual like this.
Yeah, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. You're getting Green Lantern.
Right.
It's 7 in the morning. That's what you're gonna get.
It's 7 Pacific time. They're lucky you're there.
Yeah.
I imagine that happens more often than I'm used to.
As long as you don't pull the Jeffrey Tubin, man, I think people are very forgiving.
Because I mean, most of my life has been spent in Eastern and Central times, so I'm not used to 7 a.m. anything really. Like we tend to control the dialogue on when things start. Right. So it's always 9 or 10, 8 at the earliest. So I guess a Zoom at 7 a.m. Last night I barely did a Zoom at 8 p.m.
It was tough. It was with Google, and I had troubleshooting, and I had to show them what was broken, and it still didn't get fixed, but it had to be done. This is the kind of sacrifice I put in to get my professional day done so that I can spend the rest of the day thinking and talking about JoJo.
And, there's not a ton of that to talk about this week.
What are you talking about? There's all kinds of G.I. Joe going on.
I mean,
you're downplaying. You're hashtag sarcasm here. Come on. There's all kinds of Joe stuff happening in my world.
Yes.
I was been too tired to podcast. I got all kinds of San Diego Joe stuff stored up in me. I was too tired to do one last weekend. I was too busy this week to get one out the door.
I was about to say yes and no, because you see, we did a show last week in the wake of San Diego. The venerable Phil Donnelly was with us.
Oh yeah, soft Phil down there.
Who did all kinds of photo work with us. So be sure to check out our social media for all of that.
Saw Phil and Diana Davis, two stalwart Joe friends.
Yes.
Amazing people to see at all the panels.
Two of the increasingly lengthy bench of What's on Joe Mind substitute hosts.
That's great. Yeah. No, I was telling Ragtime before the show started, my steps went from like a meager, because I'm old, 3,000 a day to like 16 to 20,000 a day when I was at San Diego. So I was pretty. I walk the floor. I'm a floor guy, so I go to the floor, I shop, look for look for stuff to bring home. Really, I don't really care about sitting in halls and stuff. So by the time I'm done, I'm wiped out. I'm absolutely knackered for the week. Like, my body needs to recover. I don't think my feet stopped swelling. Like, I'm not even joking. It's Wednesday or Thursday. Not the sign of health. I get it. Stop making jokes. But still, that's how many nitrates I ate. I was
I was about to say, Joe, it doesn't help things that your
so
entire
many hot dogs.
Yeah, your entire diet is processed sausages and corn chips.
So many hot dogs. It was like the Joey Chestnut. It was just Joey Chestnut just slamming hot dogs all day.
Yeah. I mean, you're from
also
eating
encased meats.
Oh no! Oh no!
Well, the thing is, here's the thing though: they trap you if you stay and eat in the cafeteria. It's all really processed kind of garbage. It's fine. I mean, it's fine. I'm not complaining. It's fine. But if you want to eat at nicer joints, which are totally fine and accessible, you have to leave and cross the street and go in a gas lamp, which is 100% right there. But that's 30 minutes to get out, then your lunch, and then another 30 minutes to walk over and get back on the floor. That's like a 2-hour window of shopping that I couldn't be done with,
Right.
So you tend to stick around and shop and then go for dinner. Go for dinner outside.
Yeah. Lunch is not. It's con time, man. The pros don't
Totally.
leave the campus for lunch.
100%.
Pros stick around.
If I had left for lunch, I wouldn't have found my copy of the I believe it's 2003 Tim Seeley sketchbook G.I. Joe one-off book that I've been looking for probably since 2004.
There you go.
And I've really only seen it a couple times in the wild, and I was able to find one at a reasonable price. And you don't find that by not digging in like every box you see, right? You have to put the time in. You're not just going to walk up and find it. So
isn't it great when you find that one thing you've been looking for decades, and then all of a sudden one day, there it is.
And in the same box was the Valor and Venom one-shot comic book that I also was on my list of 10 random books that I don't have that are kind of hard,
Nice.
kind of one-off, hard to find. Yeah, same box, and both priced super reasonably. It's just hard to find.
Phil Donnelly says that he left for lunch, and I will respond to that by saying, I know I denied that invoice. But so Joe, I did hear at the top of the show, I wanted to give you a couple of minutes. As sure. You said, you've got a lot of San Diego steam to let out.
Yeah.
So I know we did a lot of our talking about the panels and what have you last week, but wanted to give you a chance to talk, give your thoughts on everything you saw and learned about the wonderful world of G.I. Joe, and maybe the other things that maybe just you're super excited about.
Well, it was all about, it was all Cold Slither. It was all about Cold Slither. That's it. It was Wednesday was talking about Cold Slither. Thursday was going to the Cold Slither concert. Friday was the signing at the booth. So that 3 days, when it was done, I actually was going to leave and go home, but I ended up there was the panel on Saturday that kept me, and then I ended up staying until Sunday to give a friend a ride home. So like, I just wanted to get down there for all this great cool Slither merch, some of which is behind me, you know, albums and CDs and t-shirts and all that good fun stuff. Seeing Michael Charles Hill at the concert was amazing. The concert itself was dynamite. Probably you guys discussed it last week, but just a wonderful production. Like RPM killed it. Like they absolutely nailed it. The guys in the band could not have been better. Totally note perfect. You know, they kept the kayfabe, right? They were in costume though. They were in it the whole time. They didn't break in.
Yeah, they seem to really, you could tell they were really enjoying the opportunity to do a little bit more.
Yeah, they understood, absolutely understood the assignment. Like they really did. They came out, they reveled in it. They had some banter, you know, some like in between song, like Cobra-esque in character banter that was funny. The production value was great. They had synced up videos, you know, that ran on the TVs behind them. And, you know, as someone who's run, you know, the videos in a production setting like that, sometimes it can go haywire, and it ran really smoothly. The sound was good. The songs were great. I hadn't heard really all those songs. I think I heard one of them before that night of the show, and it sounded amazing. They had the absolute right venue for it. It was an actual rock club. I don't think, and they were very cool. So no slide in the rock club. I don't think they expected that many quote G.I. Joe fans to show up. I think they understaffed. They were, because the drink lines were super long. It took, you know, but I think they were like, oh, okay, we're doing a toy thing tonight. Like bring on, you know, like 3 bartenders. They could have easily got by with like 5 or 6, and everyone would have got hammered because everyone just wanted to fucking, pardon my French, they just wanted to party and have a great time. And we did. Like it was wonderful. And they were super friendly and really gracious. And big thanks to Hasbro. Shout out to my friend Rod Kim over at on TikTok. Is Rod Kim Rocks. They also do the X-Men web podcast called Waiting for Cyclops. Cyclops is waiting for me. And he's blown up on TikTok as a music influencer, and he was offered tickets because it was a musical event, and he slid them my way. So I was very appreciative, and it was a wonderful event. So thanks everybody. It was great.
That's very cool. Phil chiming in with, the tech guy was dressed as Monkey Wrench, which is fantastic.
Totally. He was. Yes, he was. Oh, and then they brought Britta out, and they did, you know, they sang Gem, and she was, you close your eyes and it's the soundtrack, you know, it's the Gem voice. And you quickly realize though that the Gem song does not have a lot of lyrics.
No. I think that's why they kept changing the opening theme for that show.
Yeah.
Is because it was real easy to get tired of whatever they were playing the first season, that we needed a different one in the second season. And
but she was amazing.
One in the third, and
she was amazing. She sounded key. She sounded absolutely on point.
She has clearly taken care of this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. She sounded absolutely wonderful. I chatted with her a little bit. Super nice, super friendly, really great. And like really record your ear is just like, holy shit, that is exactly what we heard, you know, back in the 80s. So it was a wonderful event. Like no notes. It was perfect.
Yeah. For the folks in the live chat, they did record that show. That is available. I think it's on the Hasbro Pulse YouTube channel. I got to see a little bit. Phil sent more recording of the show than I was allowed to post. I can't post everything that he sent to us. But
my Instagram has a bunch of, from that night I was shooting vids. I try to get about 30 seconds from each song, so they're actually still sitting on my phone. I'll try to get those loaded up on Instagram. Literally it's about 30-40 seconds of each song that they played. So
I'll warn you, man, if it goes longer than 5 or 6, they'll flag you.
Oh, will they really? Okay. Yeah. All right, cool. Sweet.
So
can't wait to get in trouble. Finally, that means finally someone at Hasbro will start noticing me.
For real.
They don't give a shit. Shit.
No.
It was an eye opener this week when they couldn't give two minutes to Michael Charles Hill. They're not going to give a shit about Joe on Joe.
Look, man, we broke the system in which they released characters.
Yeah.
But, they like to pretend we don't exist either. So
yeah, it's all good. I'm fine. It's fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it really was.
Right. We are not beholden to be corporate shills.
But we'd like to be.
Yeah, that's why. That's why. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Totally.
Won't lie that it would be nice to get chilled, but we are not shills.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Between
look, I just settle for not having to drive to every Target in town.
Oh, Breaker's so good.
Quick,
and then the booth.
Real quick. Cobra Emperor 6 asks, "Will Hasbro copyright it? They might not if they do a reaction video, so you can talk along with it."
It's a good point. It's a good point. Too much work.
I'm sure they've copyrighted it.
Right. We would probably have to kill any audio that came out. Like you'd just be seeing us do a watch along to the video of it, and that's probably fine. But then it gets to be a lot of work because you're asking people to listen to something else while they're watching you, and like it's one thing if we're doing that with a movie that's easy to get a hold of. It's something else if not. That's a lot of folks do that as like Patreon things. We really don't have a Patreon. Exclusive Patreon content has never been the What's on Joe Mind game. Yeah. So when we do those, we do occasionally do that sort of thing. But they're few and far between, and they usually involve having to jump through extra hoops. So we don't do them very often.
And I'm sure you guys probably talked about the disc and the CD and all that stuff last week, right?
Please go. You've got them in hand, so go. Please.
Oh yeah. So here's the vinyl. Nice back cover. I haven't opened it yet, but I will. Just haven't had it limited to 500 copies, so that's exciting. Nice. And then I bought the CD too because I figured that it would have been easier to rip. Pun intended, ripper. Get it? But it's great though. Like old school. It's got liner notes, but then it's also.
Let me get you in the big window here, Joe.
Yeah, it's got like file cards. Let me do that. There you go. It's got like file cards for the guys in the band,
Oh, that's
on the inside of the liner notes. It's really cool, yeah. So that it's all really top class production. They didn't scrimp on it at all. And the people at the booth, shout out to our friend Evelyn. Who me and friend of the show Michael and I were there like early, like preview night because I had an exhibitor badge, so I got on the floor early, and we were milling around, and she was super helpful in letting us know like when their poster print was dropping and just details and stuff. So she was great, but they were all very helpful, and yeah, it was awesome. And the Hasbro booth, they did it differently this year. They didn't partake in that lottery that San Diego normally does.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? I don't know. I don't know if there's a fee for it, but maybe it's because last year it felt like they didn't sell as many Cobra Commanders as they wanted. So this year it was you could buy 5 of these things and bring them home with you. Like I brought home 7 of them. No, I purchased 9 of them, and I think I ended up bringing home 7 of them for friends and stuff like that. Yeah, because it was you still had to line up early, but it was a first come first serve, and then they cap it and so on and so forth. But you could buy 5 at a time, so
I mean they must have made plenty of them, but you can still grab those off of the website.
Yeah, exactly. So that was easy and knocked that out real quick, and then all their other exclusives and everything. But it was weird that they didn't do the hard to get one, 100% impossible to get was the Jaws and Back to the Future stuff from Mattel.
Okay.
If anyone was looking for that, like good luck. Because we had you had to have their lottery. I tried for their, so I was there all 5 days, so I had all whatever number of points allotable. And I didn't care really about anything. I only cared about this stuff, which I didn't need a ticket for. So I put in my tickets for every day for Mattel. I didn't get one singular time slot. So I couldn't even get in line for it. And then my buddy Jeremiah, friend of the show, Big Joe guy, he did have slots, and they were always sold out by the time he got there. So like it was, so I don't know what was going on. Yeah, with the production on those, but that was the big one, the Jaws and Back to the Future.
Well, I mean, those are two properties that don't have like obviously Jaws, a huge movie, changed the whole paradigm of cinema. Back to the Future, one of the more popular franchises of the entire 1980s decade.
Yeah.
But neither of them are big merchandise things.
Yeah. Well, this year was the 50th anniversary for Jaws, so there actually was a lot of Jaws merchandise on the floor.
Isn't this Jaws, the 40th for Back to the Future?
Yes.
It might be, yeah. Yeah. So there was like a lot of Jaws pin sets and T-shirts and various statues and mugs and stuff.
Right.
So
but Jaws that's just it. Like this year for the 50th, there's plenty. But traditionally, this is not like there's so many Jaws fans that it's their favorite movie, and they might have a repro poster or something, but that's really the extent of it. They're all jumping at the chance, chomping at the bit, if you will, to own Jaws merchandise. I mean,
you're
sometimes
right.
Sometimes the clouds part and something's just sitting right there for you, and you gotta go.
You gotta take your opportunities when you can.
One of the fancy
full feeding frenzy.
Yeah, one of the fancy Lego sets last Christmas was the Jaws was Quint's boat.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
yeah,
that was cool. That was cool.
Because Aiden, my room wanted to get it for her husband, and she was like trying to order all over this, and we walked into. I took the kids on a trip one day, and I just like, go to Barnes and Noble. They're sitting right there.
Yeah, they have the Jaws pinball machine set up, which is if you're a pinhead, pinball machine's a fantastic machine. So Stern Pinball was there, but they had the Jaws machine set up. And then there was a panel too about the 50th anniversary, and they probably could have done that in Hall H, because the line to get in that panel, it was in one of the larger normal hall rooms, but not big enough because the line was stretching outside, so I wasn't getting in that one. So to get into the Joe one, I just went there like 2 panels early and chilled out. I saw Diana. That's where I saw Diana. She did the same thing. She came in one panel in front of me because I'd rather sit in a chair in a comfortable room and listen to someone talk about something, may or may not be my thing, but still, something you never know what you're going to learn. I sat in a cool colorless one. I'm there. Or then sit outside on the hard floor, like a mope. Like, just put me in a chair. I'll learn new stuff. So I did see the Blues. I saw the Blues Brothers panel and with Dan Aykroyd and Mary Jane missed me all week, and then Penn and Teller showed, so that was great. That was a great back to backer. Yeah, it's their 50th anniversary. I love them. So
wow,
yeah, and the Blues Brothers panel was really good too.
Dan
all-time
Aykroyd
favorite.
He always has something new.
All-time favorite movie of mine. 100% grew up with it, ingrained. There's not a day. I mean, Chicago kid, so it was always on GN all the time. Not a day goes by that there's something about it that doesn't run through my head. And not out of like a weird nostalgia, just out of like one of those memory jokes that's just in your head.
Yeah.
So it was a great panel. He was telling the stories about Cab Calloway and Ray Charles, and like real stories about the performers and stuff. So it was good. It was much better than like a usual, like a celebrity kind of panel could be. Like, it was real good questions about good stories and stuff.
Yeah. The best movie soundtrack of all time.
Oh my God, it's amazing. Absolutely.
Yeah. From and a guy who
the Blues Brothers,
a guy who whipped himself into shape to being a legitimate performer on it as well.
Yeah.
So certainly a different type of a take there.
They still owe you money, fool.
A moment of silence for Joe Fan 84. His official What's on Joe Mind pen has officially run out of ink today at work. It lasted over a year. In retail, that is impressive. You will have to stop by and see us again at Assembly Required, as there's still a couple of those clicky pens left, as well as the new 2025 edition of the What's on Joe Mind clicky pen.
What?
So you'll have to pick up 2 clicky
Mike,
pens.
are you talking about Assembly Required, the convention in November that I will be joining you at?
That's correct, Joe Slepsky.
Yes.
That's correct.
I'm so excited.
You are fired up, and
I'm
it's
fired up.
You were saying back when we put this together, as Joe and I will be splitting a table.
Yeah. By table, I mean like a table of ribs.
Well, that too.
Like we're hitting it. We're hitting it. We're hanging out. I can't wait.
The place du jour for Assembly Required is actually the Cajun restaurant across the street.
Oh, I love it.
So it'll be loads of crawfish and etouffee, perhaps.
I'm New Orleans. I'm New Orleans is a big part of my heart that's in New Orleans. Absolutely.
I think
that part, by the way, is just like a blockage from sausage. That's what I left in New Orleans from a procedure that went wrong.
Right.
A big chunk of andouille.
Right.
That's exactly what it is.
I think a lot of us. A lot of us have had
balls is right there.
A lot of us have had a bypass in New Orleans. That's correct.
Sure. Yeah. A bypass and an underpass. You know what are you gonna do?
Nowhere Manchild, with a sentiment we can all get behind. A Back to the Future Joe collab of Marty McDragonfly and Doc Brownbender is money being left on the table. Hard wink.
I agree, but I would change the name Brownbender. That's awkward.
Yeah, that's a little tough.
But I hear you though. I hear where you're coming from.
Yeah. I think didn't somebody announce a Marty and Doc DeLorean set with O-ring figures, or am I just imagining that?
I don't know.
Yeah. Charlie Garrison, employee at Kooko Toys.
Yeah.
He often visits Bob Country Bunker.
Absolutely.
Their neighbor in Kokomo, Indiana.
They have both kinds of music there.
They do. Absolutely.
I love the Blues Brothers. Oh my God.
It's
between WGN and the Superstation TBS.
Yep.
Just ingrained
all day long.
Every day, at least once, I wind up saying to myself, we're in a truck. But
if the shit fits, wear
it. Anytime Rob comes home from the Kroger, you got my Cheese Whiz, boy?
Mm-hmm.
And he'll pantomime tossing something to me. I mean, it's just there.
And
there.
You know, unfortunately, in these times, we've had to use the phrase, I hate Illinois Nazis so much. Like,
I hate it.
Yeah.
Unironically, we've been able to say that. So, you know.
God bless you, Jake, wherever you are. We should be more like, God bless you, Jake, wherever you are. But anyways, Gene Fleming helping me out. Super 7 is doing Reaction Plus figures. I don't remember DeLorean out. Okay, so I was halfway there. I'm not entirely crazy.
They'll be $30.
Reaction Plus is 20.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Reaction Plus is like the Super 7 O-ring Joes with they're 20-ish.
I was making a joke. But, okay.
My friend Sam,
can you guys handle this for a second? Because I've got an impatient young lady.
Is Mary Jane requesting food?
Mary Jane is requesting some janitorial services, and Toilet Teal is at college right now. So I promise you I will be right back. Please bear with me.
Toilet Teal, for the record, is Joe's wife. But yeah, we'll get started with the news, and you can just come back. We got some non-Joe Slepsky news that we can take care of.
Non-Joe related news.
Right, weird. Wait a second, let me get the comments there for real. I thought something. Dustin Jeffrey, Orange Whip. Yeah, sometimes.
My friend Sam, every time we sit in a bar, Orange Whip, Orange Whip, 3 Orange Whips. Every time.
Oh goodness, we're boring old men. It's time for the news. First news item. Hey, Word Burglars Rhyme with Comics wound up funding last week with all tiers unlocked. Round of applause for the Berg.
Hey, they got all the monies.
Every last bit of it. Squeezed every last Canadian dollar out of us. So everything, all up to and including the vinyl pressing of Rhymes with Comics is a go. So if you backed this, be sure to go check your pledge, make sure all your information's up to date, do all that cool Kickstarter stuff, and congratulations to our friend the Word Burglar on a very successful campaign. Anything to add, Rack Time Rob?
Congratulations. That's all I got.
This is why we brought in Slepsky for this one.
I know. Well, this really is.
Let him
I'm
pad
too
this
tired.
out. I gave you the option.
I know.
I gave you the opportunity. You said,
Yeah.
no, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I knew better. I knew better.
Here, I didn't want to let the people down. The show must go on.
Next news item.
Do, 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 do.
Hey, we're still doing Kickstarter stuff, in case you haven't noticed. It's in the thumbnail.
Hey, doesn't that mean we have to play the theme song?
I'm trying to find the button. I clicked away from it by mistake. I'm still not used to working the overnights.
Yeah.
It's you know, it kind of it's made my brain a little bit mushy. That's right. Active Kickstarter alert. International Freedom Force from Heavy Armor Toys going on right now. That is funding for another few weeks through August 23rd at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Ragtime Rob, what are we looking at in terms of total pledges at this point?
All right, with 17 days to go on a goal of $60,000, we are sitting at $11,962.
Ooh, wow! The brakes seem to have hit on this one, but that's normal. Remember, give it a look. If you're not going to pledge, be sure you're at least spreading the word. Toss this in your various G.I. Joe assemblages, be that Facebook groups or on Twitter or on Reddit groups or Discord servers or what have you. Heavy Armor Toys makes some good product, and we've got some interesting offerings this time around. We've got the SAS Commando, got Australian Special Forces. I forget what that ginger bastard up front is. And then we got some generic bad guys to
American. He's American Special Forces, but I forget exactly what.
My wife comes from a family redhead, so she always makes me feel bad for it. That ginger up front, he's the he's the forgotten soldier.
He is the unknown soldier.
He's the no, even better. He's the unwanted soldier.
The unwanted soldier.
He's the burns easily soldier. And then we got some generic.
His G.I. Joe code name is No Soul.
Yeah,
we've got. It's amazing.
50.
It's amazing he shows up in the pictures. Clearly, it's an illustration. Because he wouldn't photograph at all. But he's got some generic terrorist type troopers in the background getting gunned down. They're part of it too. So be sure to go over, check this out. Heavy Armor Toys has made some great figures in the very near future. They did those sailors and the Seabees and the flight deck crew over the previous couple of years. And they're well constructed toys and absolutely get our endorsement. So please click down below. We do have the link in our description, and check out International Freedom Force from Heavy Armor Toys. Joe Slepsky, have you checked it out?
No, I have not. This is actually the first time seeing it.
There you go.
But you know me. I love wearing I love my freedom.
Your international freedom.
Well, that's the thing though. You globalist cuck. Only you would want international freedom. I only care about freedom on this here land.
We are going to tariff the hell out of that freedom.
Freedom is tariffed. I'll give you your freedom for an extra 25%, you globalist cuck.
There's reasons. There's reasons why I try to steer clear of satire and just go with dopey slapstick, but we're gonna get the wrong type of sponsorship opportunities coming out of this episode. That's all I'm saying. The wrong type. There's gonna be people saying, "Hey, Mike, will you put together an ad where you endorse our freeze-dried rice goo?"
Yeah, man. All these supplements will cure what ails you, man. They're going to take your angina, turn it into Melvina, man. They're going to make it feel good. Just give me my money. We'll treat you right.
And yeah,
is it? Yeah. What's the next move for What's on Joe Mind? We're going to push on What's on Joe's supplements.
Yeah.
Chewable vitamins is where I want
chewable vitamins.
Vitamin.
Yeah.
Little,
yeah.
Instead of a Fred and a Dino, you can get a Snake Eyes and a Duke. And
yeah, you buy the buy the gross Flintstone vitamins, crush them all up, and then press them into little snake eyes and Duke molds.
Yeah.
And just be like, look at that. Snake eyes will silently protect your digestive bowel movements. Subscribe and save.
That's right.
That's a whole different kind of student.
And if you're lucky, you'll get our exclusive figure, the Cobra Worms.
Not the guy who drove the maggot.
No, that's what I mean.
Worms.
I'm talking about that guy.
Worms.
Actual worms. Ooh. So yeah, I'm sure they appreciate at Heavy Armor Toys. I'm sure they love that getting thrown into their plug.
Oh,
like they say, there's no such thing as bad press.
Well, we'll be testing that this week.
Right.
Well, listen, they claim to love international freedom. Actually, as we're talking, I'm going to go there and see. Look at some of these figures. Oh, these actually look great. The proof of concept figures are awesome.
Yeah, they're fantastic. Again,
yeah, they're very 82, 83 vibes, with modern quality, of course. Yeah.
This is awesome. Not their first trip to the rodeo, rather. They have already put to market some excellent figures. So please pledge with confidence at Heavy Armor Toys International Freedom Force through August 23rd.
Check them out.
Link down below. Joe Slepsky.
Yeah.
Is Mary Jane Watson, is she taken care of?
She is, and now you can probably hear her chain rattling. She's also been trained over the years. I'm not even joking about this. As soon as I start talking into a microphone, she comes by her dad and she starts looking for food, even though I've absolutely given her dinner. So I'm not even joking. She's 7. She's 16 and a half. And she's the greatest dog in the world. But she's very particular in her ways, and certain things have to happen. And when they do, she's not going to let you go. And then she'll go back to sleeping. And right now she is looking for food that's not there and not going to be there because I already gave her dinner. But when she hears me on a microphone, she 100% has been trained to do this over the last 9 years. Not even joking. It's the funniest thing ever.
I believe it.
It's absolutely hilarious.
How's the medication for the pesky symbiote problem going? Is that all right?
Oh, yeah. Well, you remember Mary Jane's smoking habit back in the day? My Mary Jane's still up to 3 packs a day.
All right.
Do you remember when they gave MJ the smoking habit that she had to kick?
Yeah.
Because she needed struggles because she was a model and married to Spider-Man. Oh, but I smoke.
Yeah. Well, look, that's still better than said, "Oh, you're Venom now."
Oh, is she actually? No, is she actually Venom now? I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
funny. Oh well.
On top.
Oh wait. So in the black and gold version of Venom, the one that they were teasing who is Venom, that's MJ.
Mm-hmm.
Done. I'm done. I'm glad I'm done. I know it. Not everything's going to be for me for my whole life, but I'm done. That's dumb.
Yeah.
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 That's crazy.
Talk about a great supporting character that, over the last 25 years or so, we should have learned is not a main character.
Yeah.
And that's nothing against Mary Jane fans out there, but Mary Jane is like the ultimate supporting character. She's
they ruined her. They ruined her with one bad day or one moment in time or whatever that was.
Right.
They ruined it. And by ruining the relationship, they ruined her.
They have systematically been ruining every aspect of Spider-Man for the last,
Yeah. It's basically the entire Spider-Man mythos is just showing its skull and taking wrench after wrench.
Yeah.
Over the last few years.
Marvel goes, well, people are going to buy it anyway, so
Yeah,
I'm as big a Spidey fan as there is, and I can't buy them I can't read them anymore.
Yeah, well, Spidey's always for Batman and Spider-Man are always on the same page for me. I can always pick up a book, usually, and enjoy it, but it's not going to be great, but it's not going to be terrible, but it's going to be enjoyable and a good comfort food and like baseline comic book entertainment. It's the rare one in either camp that elevates itself, I think.
But
that's just that.
Phil says she kicked Paul to the curb. Look, who cares? Nobody cares. I appreciate that, Phil, but Paul was a non-factor in anything.
They somehow managed to make Paul the least of her problems.
Right. He didn't even register that's going so badly.
Who's Paul?
Paul is the guy she's been seeing instead of Peter.
Right.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah.
Peter, Paul, and Mary? Are you freaking kidding
Peter,
me?
Paul, and Mary Jane. Yeah, we all picked up.
Oh,
yeah.
Just open a wrist.
Right.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Thanks, Marvel. Remember when you used to give a damn?
That's stupid.
There are so many Marvel comics that are bad right now.
Yeah. I actually.
Four. I have liked what they've done with Captain America, like in their new storyline, and the rest is shite.
Yeah, I've kind of stopped buying new stuff. The only new stuff I buy literally is the Skybound stuff and the Real American Hero stuff.
I have
and then
to say,
the occasional, I'll pick my spots with other miniseries like the Thing miniseries or Batman Long Halloween Part 3 thing.
I have to say though, DC cooking on many cylinders.
Good. I read them digitally, so I'm a few months behind, but yeah, good.
Going back to the vitamins.
Yeah.
Just vitamins of beachhead in different shades of green.
And then occasionally a blue and yellow one.
Right. Occasionally this weird turquoise one's kind of. Is he wearing sunglasses? Yeah, sure. He's cool.
He's just got Ray-Bans on. They're not even tactical. They're just Ray-Bans. I'm here for the beach volleyball game.
Oh. Modern Pavlov's bell is Slepsky's mic. And yeah.
It's very true. It's absolutely true.
Joe, I'll say this, man. All of our guest hosts, you guys all pretty well have pets. Mm-hmm. And every single one of them does this. So don't
good.
Yeah, don't let it bother you.
I thought you were going to say, I thought you were about to say, so don't make yourself feel special, you piece of shit.
That was later. That was going to be after the show. But, if you want to get that out there now. But we encourage pet participation. They are part of the family, after all.
Yeah. They are.
Plus, then we get to, suckering people looking for cat videos.
Right.
Speaking of which, that should be a cue.
I mean, you'd think so.
Yeah.
My wife used the phrase chonky yesterday in describing something, I don't know, with nothing to do with that, but she's like, that chonky something. And I was like, is she talking to Mike behind my back?
No.
How does she know about
the show?
How does she? You're right. Like she listens to one G.I. Joe show and it ain't her husband's.
Well, I mean, she's got to live with you. In fairness, you figure by that point, the time that you spend producing Joe on Joe podcast is really her only time to get away. So, I mean, what better way to escape your escape
palavering, yeah,
than with an episode of What's on Joe Mind?
It's so true. Should be like, finally, I listen to G.I. Joe. I listen to What's on Joe Mind because I like listening to G.I. Joe podcasts that actually talk about G.I. Joe.
We're funny that way.
We do that occasionally.
Yeah, with our in our empty bladder.
Dustin Jeffrey asked, did someone mention Dr. Soxo, the rock and roll cat?
Yes, he did.
I mean, you did.
Yeah.
Meow. 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 Meow.
That's a good cat.
I needed a drink.
That cat was so good it set my allergies off over the internet. That's how good that cat was.
That's my dad's cat, Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thinks he's a dog.
Yeah, he was raised by a schnoodle.
Yeah.
Awesome.
He has some very dog tendencies. Next news item. More stuff. I'm sure the folks at Heavy Armor Toys were thrilled to getting their promo there.
Well, now they're gonna come up like if people are watching the Dodo.
Also happening on Kickstarter. It's a cold Slither kind of show. Renegade Game Studios Risk G.I. Joe still going on. Still got another week or so left on this one through the afternoon on August 14th. This is already funded. It funded very quickly. Pledge with confidence here. If you're into Risk or if you're into just G.I. Joe board games, got to have this one, right? Ragtime Rob,
Awesome.
where are we sitting at here?
We are on a goal of $10,000. We're sitting at 64,999 with 7 days to go.
Yeah, no problem.
So if you go in, you're getting a board game.
Yeah, that's crazy. Something like that. I'm like, they knew they were just making it. They said, let's just do a Kickstarter to like pay for lunch. Like you're gonna, the game's not cheap. You're gonna hit 10,000. That's all. I mean, it's awesome. It's great, good for them. But like, yeah, like you'd think that would be a little bit of a higher target. But yeah, I'm excited.
Right. I'm sure this is just one of those projects where they were confident they were going to do it. Because this isn't just G.I. Joe people. Like there's people out there that just collect every type of risk.
Yeah.
There's just board game enthusiasts that would be all over this as well. I'm sure they just didn't want it sitting around having that extra 3,000 units sitting around the warehouse.
Oh, why not? Yeah, you're locking in guaranteed sales, and it's direct market. So it's it totally makes sense. But I was getting a chuckle out of it when like you see the up and comer, the up and comers are doing it because they're trying to really get it funded. So it's 30 grand, 40 grand, 50 grand, and Renegade's like, give me $50. We'll make risk. I got a bar tab to pay off.
What's the damage if you're throwing in for a copy of this, Rob? Is that 70?
I think it's 70. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 70. We tried. There was some discussion about, hey, what if we bought the 4-pack? We can just split it and save the copy. You have to have an actual store.
Yeah, you have to be
They actually have to check it. Yeah. So that conversation was had on this end of this side of the coast. But.
just set up a nice little LLC.
Hey,
I thought Phil had shell corporations. I thought Phil was in charge of that.
Yeah, but they actually have things to do with shells, so
it just runs a Shell gas station. But it's an off-brand. It's an off-brand, so it's off-brand. It's just called Shell. It's like Broca Beach.
Shell with one L.
Shell, yeah, Shell.
Shell with one L. It's some guy named Sheldon.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, our local Shell stations are gone. We know
Shell's gas. Come get it.
We can no longer say that strange things are afoot at the Circle K. It's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, they got bought out.
Did they really?
Yeah, something happened. All of a sudden, like anything that used to be a Shell, it's now I don't know what it is now.
Yeah, it's around here anyway.
Or something.
Yeah, and they're trying to go from the red and yellow of Shell and Circle K to green.
Yeah, they look like BPs. I mean, it's just
really, really weird. Anyways,
I look forward to opening this, playing it half a time, and then putting it away and sitting in my closet going, awesome, I have G.I. Joe Risk.
Yeah.
Andrew Galgan asked, when is Dr. Saxo getting a 3D printed version? I have one. I got one.
Didn't you give one to Dad?
I think I have one to give to Dad, and I have continually forgotten to do that. But
he's fantastic.
He is the pilot of my Chunky Tank Kitty from Techno Viper 3D.
Listen, I'm not
Michael.
I am not a habitual drug user, but I will say, if you make a little larger version of that seems to be a great bong, like a one hitter. And I'm not joking. When you were holding it up to the camera and it got really large, I was like, that looks like it could be a one hitter.
One hitter.
And I am by no means a proponent of anything. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like there's
regular Chunky Tank Kitty.
Yeah,
I got Dr. Saxo.
I'm saying this is a marketing opportunity for you guys. You branch out, you make Chunky Kitty one hitters, like the cat where the cat is. That's where you put your stuff. And you blow on the barrel. I don't even know how all that stuff works. I don't know. Just know what they look like.
Well, Michael Clevenger, you're looking for a business opportunity.
There you go.
You need to hit up Joe Slepsky at Joe on Joe Pod.
Oh, I'm just spitting ideas. I'm not selling it. I just give ideas out. That's what I do.
He's consulting.
Yeah, I give great ideas and I watch them run.
Joe on Joe consulting.
I watch other people have great success.
Joe on Joe Consulting.
His joy is your success.
Mm-hmm.
Look, there's the motto right there.
Yeah, every suggestion they're like, we need to solve this problem in our organization. Well, have you considered it through a GI Joe lens? I like to solve all my problems thinking, what would GI Joe do? What member of the team would best be suited to solve this problem? And they're like, we have no idea what that would be. Okay, well, first let me introduce you to the story of GI Joe, and then like 3 weeks later. All right, so everyone's well versed in at least the first 100 Joe characters, right? Now, of those 100 GI Joe members, which one of them would be best suited to tackle this IT problem?
And somebody just immediately jumps in, quick kick, and
Yeah,
and
then
is led from the room. He is,
and I've already cashed the check, so I don't care.
You're already gone, right? Like by the beginning of that 4th week, your contract is up. You are out the door.
I'm like, all right, guys, I'll be back here tomorrow, but I'll be dressed as Snake Eyes, and I never show up.
Ninja skills.
Ninja skizzadills. Speaking of which, that Snake Eyes at the Hasbro booth looked really good. The blue one, the hockey mask looking wearing one.
Oh,
I'm sure the folks at Renegade Game Studios are thrilled that we are talking about cat bongs during their promo segment.
I mean, what do you think's happening while you're playing these long ass Risk games?
And you thought Heavy Armor Toys.
You're sitting at the table for that long. You got to do something.
Look, I'm not arguing with you.
Their project's already freaking funded.
Yeah, plus it's already funded.
Right?
What do you think they're using all those $50,000 extra for?
It's been funded 650 times.
They're investing in weed farms.
Funded in 15 minutes. It's all about the gravy.
Funded in 15 minutes.
Phil Donnelly says, just remember what happened to Tommy Chong. That's right. A long life and prosperity.
His daughter, Radon, his daughter, Radon, my neighbor.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. She's awesome.
I've heard that through the years.
She's very nice. And every time I see her, I just want to rip the car door or rip the seat out of her car and just, like, lay flat and be like, just drive. I'm going to kill you, last Sully.
She did have a run there where she was just in movie after movie after movie.
Remember she was in that dope Rolling Stone or Mick Jagger video. I think it was a Mick Jagger, not Rolling Stones video. That was awesome. Yeah. Oh, so good.
Yeah, she had a run. She had a run.
She was in Soul Man.
Well,
run stopper.
Right.
That just defines a run.
Every run's got to come to an end.
Oh man!
To all great things come an end.
Sometimes
the premise of this isn't dated and offensive at all.
Yeah,
sometimes a painful sudden end.
Yeah, but she's really nice though. She's really cool. And I've never talked to her about her dad.
I mean, everybody says he's real nice too, so it makes sense.
Yeah, sure. Why not, man? Dave's not here. Who's to stop him?
Next news item.
As a little bit of next week on Pot Talk.
Be here for the lunch hour.
And while we're talking Kickstarter. Astute viewers who caught our Instagram this week saw us give you some sneak preview shots from our friend Chad LaFleur, who is bringing 30 back to Kickstarter. We've got some promo shots here. That is starting on August 25th. We do have the link for the launch site down below as well. So be sure to check that out once we're done here. Not a whole lot of details up as of yet. We're all going to know a little bit more in a few weeks. You can go back into the library, dig up us talking about 30 and the Easy Kill 9 universe that Chad has made the attempt to start in the past. Get yourself up on things.
Awesome.
He was made a couple of appearances here on What's on Joe Mind. He'll be back with us at some point in August to talk about this, and we'll all get things going again come August 25th.
Sweet.
Joe Slepsky, your first impressions as somebody who doesn't watch the show.
I have no idea what that is. I was going to go with it, but you asked me for my first impressions. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I refuse to lie. You're getting the truth. You're getting unvarnished truth when you come to Joe on Joe, and
you-
I have absolutely no idea what I'm looking at.
You just had a lot of reactions, so I just figured I'd give you
Yeah,
the
well,
floor
looks-
and
I'm giving that look of like, oh, it's amazing. You know, like the look, like when someone does you go to like an improv show and they come out and they're like, how was the show? And you're like, so good. And then you go get a drink. No, honestly, it looks cool. I don't know what it is. I'm not familiar with it. Because you said I think what threw me is you said they're bringing her back. So then I'm like, what did I miss?
well, Chad last or a couple years ago had an unsuccessful Kickstarter campaign.
Okay.
It was kind of a paramilitary versus supernatural kind of thing.
Okay.
It didn't come together for him, but this was a character that seemed to catch everybody's, like, the 30 here was kind of the flashpoint for a lot of the momentum that he did have.
Cool.
And so this was very much his big character coming out of that. If there was a future to be had, obviously 30 needed to be a big part of it, and he recognized that. And so I think he's kind of retooling some things, and we're gonna see what's going on.
That's great.
Coming this month.
Is that a whistle in her hand?
No, that's a pistol. It's just
a pistol.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of
no. Okay. So
scratchy
okay.
drawing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for it, man. It's a cool design. I love the drawing. Like, that looks a lot of fun.
Yeah. There's certainly something here, right?
Yeah.
Like, we want to know more about 30.
Mm-hmm.
You can know more about 30 by going back in the library. We got some video there.
Or, I'll just ask my wife. She's obviously a longtime listener. So
yeah, she'll know.
There you go. See, yeah.
Toilet Teal still sets straight.
Yeah.
I still can't believe that you call your wife that and she's like down with it.
Hey, everyone who knows Rebecca knows she's down with it. She's the best.
I'm just saying. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt any of it. I'm just saying. Toilet Teal. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not here to put boundaries on your love, Joe Slepsky.
Oh. My love knows no boundaries.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
But hey, I'm sure Chad is happier that we're talking about boundless love during his promo segment. So.
Well, at first I thought it was her name. I'm just gonna say, I thought it said Thirsty 30. Like, it was like I thought because I am old and my eyes are terrible. If you guys notice, these are very thick.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. So they are not thin. I
just
was earlier asking me. She's like, "Does your forehead hurt sometimes?" I'm like, "Yeah, because I squint all day long because I can barely see the world."
I mean, I'm just happy you didn't wear the ones with the eyes painted on the front, so that you could sleep behind them. I'm just happy that you didn't do that today.
We like to call those the Jughead glasses.
Right.
Yeah.
Fools Mr. Weatherby and Miss Grundy.
Right. Miss Grundy is none the wiser.
Weatherby and Grundy were bugging. They were slapping hams.
Oh, sure.
They were.
And there's a vision.
Sure.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Because Miss Grundy looked like a cartoony Aunt May. I mean, it's just
terrible.
terrible.
Yeah.
Right.
Aunt B. I ain't B.
Look, man, you want to talk thirsty comics? Archie.
Yeah.
Don't come no thirstier than Archie.
Pent up, like can't get no satisfaction love. Like, what's it? Why do we have to wait? The Beach Boys song about like waiting.
Right.
we're too young and it sucks to have to wait. Like, that's the epitome of what every Archie comics is.
Right. Thirsty. It's weird. Of all the comics to make a big comeback in the age of social media, Archie, I would have never guessed.
Well,
if you had told me in 1995, there's going to be a major league Archie resurgence somewhere in here.
I credit my friend Roberto Aguirre Sacasa, who did Afterlife with Archie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I absolutely credit him. He's a genius. And they brought him on board the Archie team. And within like a year or two of working with him, he was like, let's do this Archie zombie story. And that absolutely sparked it. And then the rest of the line followed suit, Sabrina. Right. And then the main line got really great. Mark Wade was writing Archie books.
Yeah, it was really cooking like with the Life with Archie, like where they had him
Yeah.
in the future with, marrying Betty, one marrying Veronica. Yeah.
Like,
Even
all
before
that.
the Afterlife with Archie, just before that. But yeah.
Yeah. Just all it took was moving the story along, God forbid.
Sure.
Strange how sometimes things can only escape and become nostalgic by, undoing the constant nostalgia factor. Weird.
I love when, people constantly go, Spider-Man should always be in high school. He should be like in high school back in the day, like when I read it. And they're younger
like 12
than me.
issues.
And Spider-Man graduated high school the same year as my father.
Yeah. Wasn't it seriously like 12 issues or something?
28.
28. Okay.
High school in Amazing Spider-Man 28 in 1965.
Right. Spider-Man should be out there getting it wet.
Yeah, like I said, my father.
Which,
and
if you
Peter
saw
Parker
the leaks, if you saw
graduating
the
in
Tom
Queens
Holland
at the same time.
Yeah, if you saw the leaked photos of Tom Holland and his bulge this week, he was getting it wet.
I can't say that I have.
Yeah, there was they quote unquote leaked. There's a ton of Spidey set photos, and it looks amazing. Costumes look great. Punisher, the whole thing. Yeah, they look really good. Yeah,
that might be the best Spider-Man costume.
Yeah,
ever. Yeah, just in the look. Because it's classic.
Well, right, because they're not trying to do their own spin on it. They're just trying to really, really do a very good version of what the costume looks like.
And what's funny about it is, how old is Tom Holland at this point? He's like
30. Yeah, but he's still not old. He's still not old enough to play Uncharted. Wow, was that a mistake? Sorry, I just veered off into the Uncharted verse.
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking about. Even
it's a video games series of video games that's really good, and they made a movie of it. But the video games legitimately are about a dude who's kind of he's in his late 40s. He's grizzled. He's kind of burned out, and he has an older mentor who's like in his 60s. And they cast Tom Holland, who looked 18.
Yeah,
and Mark Wahlberg as his mentor, and you're like, that's not even it, man. Like Uncharted is about this old grizzled dude who's just beat up and been around, and that's the fun of it.
Uncharted is like modern Indiana Jones, or
that's
male Tomb Raider.
It's exactly what it is. Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Yeah, so that was a misstep, but you know what? It's in the past. I love Tom Holland and Spider-Man.
Yeah,
and I love his as Zendaya's arm candy. Let's face facts. They're the power couple I want to see.
Yeah, no, I agree. Cannot deny the chemistry there. Neither could they, for that matter.
No, why not? Why deny?
Right? They seem happy.
Why deny? Just multiply.
Right? I don't know if the world's ready for that, though. That could be too much charisma.
Man, I mean that's
a charisma bomb. That's what that is.
She's got charisma, Dave. Do.
So we'll add this to the things in the 30 Kickstarter segment to the.
Yeah, I'm sure they're grateful
Tom
for all this conversation. No, it looks cool. And honestly, real talk, what I do love though is I love someone who has a vision, and for maybe no fault of their own or whatever, it goes by the wayside, but they know that they have this idea and they stick with it, right. And they do iterations on it, but they know that this idea is something that they love. And they're passionate and they stay with it. And I've got nothing but respect for stuff like that. So I'm not familiar with it, but knowing that that's the story on this, I think it's great. I think it's awesome. Go for it.
Chad is a good guy, and I'm glad he's gotten back on the horse. I know
it's great.
He and I touched base after the Kickstarter did not fund for him, and I was just like, you got something here. And he's like, yeah, I know. I got to figure out what it is. And he just needed to go and lay low for a while and figure it out. And I'm glad he did. And I'm glad we're going to get to talk about it again. Yeah.
You should package it. Part of the bonus stuff should be like skater decals, like for actual skateboarders, like, literally to speak to that crowd. So they could slap them on their boards and stuff. Or decks. I'm sorry. They're decks.
Right. Rack Time Rob, make a note of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What am I making a note of again?
Steer into that skater crowd, because they may not give two shits about the military stuff, but there's a lot of skater crowds out there that would love something like this.
Right. It's better than patches. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah,
Next
patches
news item.
I always got to figure out where am I going to put a patch.
Right. Same. I actually enjoy patches, but I always wind up being like, now where does it go?
I just got a great Fantastic Four one at San Diego, and I'm like, I love it. And then 30 minutes later, I'm like, I'm never going to put this on it.
You're in LA. You don't wear jackets.
That's true. Although I did pick up a dope Ben Grimm thing Rocky hoodie, and not the Marvel one, which that's also looks dope. This is more like just a full cloth where it's embossed, like embossed rock. It's my new favorite thing. So I can't wait for it to get chilly out here. I'm wearing it everywhere.
You could show that off when the time comes. I'm just
it's it's over. I got more to show off. I got boxes. I got all kinds of G.I. Joe figures that I purchased. We're gonna get there.
Next news item. We're not even we're an hour in. I told you we were going long tonight.
Hey.
Slapski's on. We're gonna talk.
I got thoughts.
While we're talking crowdfunding, hey, how it's we're still going into Snowcat. We got about 8 days left, Rob?
I got so many thoughts. Many thoughts.
Go ahead, give us a count on that one.
All right, just refreshed. Let's see where we're at. Hey, it's up again. All right, 7,839 backers.
Oh.
All right. We were kind of hoping that it would click over 8,000 while we were on the show, but that was a big ask.
Yeah.
Well, you never know.
Even with the vaunted "What's on Joe Mind" bump.
Right.
And that massive Joe on Joe crossover.
Yeah.
So Joe Slepsky, you have thoughts.
I do.
What are your thoughts?
One, I think some people were mentioning it in the chat here. It's a tough time for all this stuff now. I think the real world issues of people's finances are very much in the question mark category, and nothing screams disposable income more than a $325, I think $325 HasLab, right?
Right.
So between the ridiculously stupid tariff stuff that's going on, and then just in general financial uncertainty that's going on, that's being caused up by all that stuff, I do think that this is just a rough time. Like, it's not, right, free and easy. I need 15 of these. And that's, I don't know whose fault that is. I don't know if that's anybody's fault per se, but I do think that's a major contributor to this. I think it's an amazing toy, though. I think it's great. I think all the light up stuff, I think the plug-in USB that you can just leave it plugged in all the time, I think is an awesome feature. So you could just have it lit on your desk. It's got the Snowpedos that we all want. It's got Frostbite that we all want. And here's where I think Hasbro made a tactical mistake, though. Flint and Lady J, we've had so many versions of them, or at least of Flint, right? Yes, they're in their snow gear, and that's cool. But wouldn't this have been more attractive to the classified collector? Because they're repping their Sunbow look. Classified doesn't dip into Sunbow very often, right? Yeah, I mean, they've a little bit, but they've not really done a lot of Sunbow stuff. They're repping their Sunbow look, and we've had so many of those copies. Wouldn't it have been better for the two figures to be later line Joe Snow figures that are never going to see their own on the peg classified figures? And of course their names are all Sub-Zero or something. Like, I literally
we know the guys that you're talking about.
Yeah, I literally bought one over the weekend.
Yeah, Sub-Zero's one.
Yeah,
whatever.
Those dudes. Yeah, those dudes. Like, if you make those guys the bonus figures on this, then that gives all the people that are on the fence, they look at that and go, I'm never going to get that figure in my line. I need to back this to get that figure. It being Flint and Lady J, as cool as they are, I think that's just a tactical mistake.
19J's
Windchill
is another. He was the guy I couldn't pull out either.
Exactly. Yeah. You put those guys as the bonus figures. I think this is funded, not a problem. Because I think the Bivouac set is also super great.
I can understand the thinking there. But what I'll counter with is that if you're going to make original characters, it's going to make this a heck of a lot more expensive than $325.
Yeah, but you do what they do with everything else. You just reuse parts. You know, like the Flint and Lady J, the like the heads are probably reused, but like the bodies are new. They're doing new sculpts, right? They're doing the snow bodies.
The torsos are sure, but the arms will get used again. The legs will get used again.
Right.
You're saving some cost.
Right. So reuse other. Don't tell me they don't know how to do that. I mean, no one's demanding fresh molds for these dudes, but make them something unique. And I think this one goes over the top. It's too late for that, but that's my take on it.
You're right, but I mean, like the
That's all I need to say. You're right. That's it. Done. Conversation done.
The Hiss tank. If you look at the extra figures that came with the Hiss tank, they were all reused. If you look
that's a Hiss tank,
sure,
and that's a Hiss tank, and that's a generationally massive thing.
Right. If you look at the Dragonfly, the figures that came with the Dragonfly, Glenda is just a straight repaint of Scarlet. Ripcord is
Sub-Zero.
A figure that we're going to see. Crazy Legs is a figure that we're going to see in different colors. Right. So those parts get reused. Yeah. If you're making a new snow torso, well, you can use that for a Duke figure down the road. You can use that for a Gung Ho figure down the road. Any of those guys who were real common in the Sunmo cartoon that showed up in coats.
So split the difference. So split the difference and give me one of those kind of figures and one of the chill Sub-Zeros or Wind Chill, or you know what I mean? I don't know. I think you have to find a way to make that work.
Cooter's Garage. I needed a piss yellow Tiger Force.
Also that.
That might have worked.
See, that actually fits what I'm talking about, because that would have been a character that we got straight up as a straight repaint later on.
And that was a character you were probably going to say.
Rachel Salinas, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Whiteout, Cold Front, Wind Chill. You make those dudes the stretch goals. They're never gonna make straight up, classifieds of those guys.
I forget Whiteout, but like Cold Front and Wind Chill were other vehicle drivers, so I mean,
Sub-Zero.
But those guys,
but whatever. Yeah, exactly. So I think that's their misstep here. I don't know, whatever and maybe it is because all the other costs, they were like, we have to cut costs somewhere, but that's my 2 cents. And there was the third factor that I've heard a little bit of, like, so now that they've introduced Joe at this scale, are you also saying that the only Cobra snow vehicle we're going to get is also going to be at this $300 level? To have a counter vehicle for it. And who knows? So as a collector, it's easier to go, well, I just won't dip my toe into the snow world because the snow world is going to cost me $700 just to get a nice diorama going.
I mean, his tanks are pretty ubiquitous, so I wouldn't, like a Cobra snow vehicle, I'm not necessarily worried about. But Ragtime Rob, you were going to say something there.
I mean, not necessarily, because I mean, the Wolf was a smaller scale vehicle too, and they had other smaller, Cobra snow vehicles.
Oh, back in the day, yeah. But I'm saying if they introduce, what I'm saying is they introduce this as a HasLab. Wouldn't they? You would think that it would drive them to then do a HasLab level Cobra vehicle to match it.
See, I tend to think,
or if they ever get to a Cobra snow vehicle,
I would say that this is more the balance of them not having a Cobra Hiss-sized Joe land vehicle.
Oh yeah,
I think this is the counterpunch to that more than its own thing.
I probably agree with you. And for the record, I love it. I think it's totally worth it.
Absolutely.
As long as we're in this world of spending this much money on these toys, I think it's totally worthy. The extra $25, I get it. Whatever. That's not gonna crush anyone if we're already shilling out that much anyway. With $70 on a risk game, we'll play once, and so why not? But I think those are the major factors. If I had to diagnose this, and what do I know? I don't know shit, but I think those are the major things.
I do think that is a big part of it. And so again, I'm not going to call this an unsuccessful campaign. I mean, it's going to click 8,000.
Yeah, look at what Nowhere Man Child's comment. That's a great idea. You see it towards the.
Hang on.
And Steve Young, I agree with you. Yeah.
We throw out the Steve Young, two-time first team All-Pro quarterback. This is the best looking vehicle in my opinion. Cannot figure out why this isn't funded.
Yeah, it's so
Noah
good.
Manchild's comment: snowcoat outfit body with multiple heads, Flint gung ho, whoever to interchange would have been an interesting option.
That would have been really cool.
Yeah, but it also would have killed whatever individuality you have in those characters, right?
Yeah.
Like Flint and gung ho don't wear the same pants.
They don't wear the same body.
Right.
Then do Flint and Falcon. Resurrect that ganky Falcon face. Like,
yeah.
Well, that's where we
make a better Falcon face. You could go.
Yeah, right. But resurrect the ganky one. That's where we sent ganky Falcon. We sent him to the Arctic.
You go in the snow where people can't see you.
He's going to the snow to
Logic would have said after release a tank smasher. I disagree because of Joe's economy comments. I don't think that going even bigger would have made this any more successful.
Yeah.
And
when they started planning this, I'm sure it's been planning for much longer than.
Sure.
The strength of tariffs has been affecting us, but still, it's still.
This one feels to me like it was a little, like their production, samples and stuff like that have seemed a little rushed. Like this one doesn't seem as far as long as they rolled it as when they rolled it out as like the Rattler and the Dragonfly were.
I don't know. They had a functional one at San Diego,
but I mean, even still, it seemed like they, that was like a couple. They were on the videos I saw and stuff like that. They were talking about how this is just like the earliest prototypes as opposed to
right. I see what you're saying.
I think there were more refined prototypes that they were showing at San Diego
or perhaps there were just more distinctly different prototypes than what, like maybe the prototypes for the Hiss and the Dragonfly and the Rattler.
But I mean, remember too, like with the rollout, they didn't have. I mean, they had literally just got the samples painted. I mean, the paint was still tacky. It was
And that's another thing to consider too, just the psychology of the buyer. That Rattler is nothing if not immense and massive.
It's gigantic.
And so this could be gold plated with an AI voice chip that constantly just displays Sunbow videos on your wall as it plays, right? And it would still look smaller than what they just did with Rattler. In your reptile brain, it would still be, wait, I'm paying $25 more for something that's this big. It's big. It's big, by the way. Yeah. It is a big thing, but that Rattler is just ginormous.
Right. Yeah, I think part of it too is what we're kind of alluding to there. I think the Snowcat is a little bit of a victim of the HasLab success.
Yeah.
Right. You have a Hiss tank, and then you top that with a Dragonfly, and then and by saying top, they sold more Dragonflies than they sold Hisses.
Yep.
And then you top that with a Rattler, which was even more than they did Dragonflies. At some point, that arc is going to come back down. And I think that's kind of just where we are. The Snowcat is great, but it's nowhere near as iconic as those other three vehicles, right?
Yeah, true.
So right there, right out of the gate, interest is going to be a little bit lower for it. But that's not necessarily the fault of the Snowcat. It's just that at some point you're out of super iconic vehicles, right? There just aren't
without getting massive,
right? Without going past what you can control. Like, nope, they're not doing a whale. They're not doing a Sky Striker in this scale.
I got an idea for you here, and this is crazy. But hear me out on this.
Go ahead.
Everyone's do a classified scale USS Flag, right? Blah blah blah. I know, whatever the joke there. But now hold on. Hear this out though. What if the HasLab whale or HasLab Flag was just the con tower section, right? Just the con tower section. So it would be, like a square, a rectangle or whatever, but it would just be like that. If you could cut that section into a square, and that would be the thing. So it would be a giant play set for the 6 inchers. It would be very big, but doable. I think doable, and probably a little more expensive, but still expensive. And how you fund the rest of it are modular pieces. So then the next section forward would be a piece, and it would be basically a kind of a shell. So if you either want to spend more, or if it's a stretch goal and they say, if we hit whatever the number is, they actually deliver and are pieced in modular sections. So at the minimum, we all get a con tower for the flag. And if it funds at a certain level, we get a con tower and a little bit of runway that maybe has an elevator or something cool, but it's not super intricate. It's not super expensive to make. And you have 2 sections up front and 2 sections in the back. So at the end of the day, it's like a 5-box thing that is enormous. Don't get me wrong. But at the minimum, we all have this really cool con tower section of the flag, with deco on both sides that would look amazing.
Look, would that be something I would buy? Probably.
Yeah.
But if I was going to make a modular base kind of thing, I would make a headquarters.
Sure. Yeah.
Right.
But I was thinking, I was gaming out how they could do a flag. And I think that's a doable, viable way. Not in this environment, I wouldn't do it, but that's a doable, viable way to do it. Do it in modular sections.
It's
that as a consumer, you can choose to do the full thing, maybe, or you can just choose to just do the con tower. And that would be where the bulk of your action, your play, your plays pieces are, your movement pieces, all the real intricate, all your electronics would be there. And the other ones, maybe there's a little snap in with a couple light up lights, but it's all controlled from the con tower. I don't know. It's a thought.
It's a lot to tie up your resources in. And you talk about the law of diminishing returns. Like you're gonna for whatever section you do first is gonna be hot, and then the second one is gonna be still pretty hot, but not quite as hot, and then the third one is like you're tying up a lot of resources on one product, one project.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but the argument there would be that those other pieces would be pretty basic. Like think shell, like they would be really shell for like look only. And that shouldn't be terribly difficult to produce. And then you do it through a Kickstarter kind of model, HasLab kind of model, and what your running numbers are going to be. And you're not overproducing, and you're still coming in at cost. And it would be the toy. If the flag is the toy of a generation, that would be the toy of all time. The amount of pub you would get from that would be ridiculous. Look at the pub they got from doing the $3-4 million Kickstarter for the G.I. Joe stuff.
Sure, sure.
Like that a flag like that, man. I think and you save yourself by like, guys, if we don't fund it the full 5 pieces, then we don't fund the full 5 pieces, but we still got 3 pieces and it's still awesome.
Right. But I think even a modular flag, the second part of what I was going to say, even a modular flag runs into the same problem as selling the whole thing all at once. Who's got the space?
Well, that was the same argument in 1987.
Right.
And now everyone wants a flag.
In 1987, yeah, that thing was huge, but even that was far more. You could accommodate that far more than you could this.
But all these, yeah, but that's why. But that's the thing, though. That's why it's modular. You can display for your home displays. You can only display what you can afford space wise to display. I think it's something that someone should not give up on as far as like goals. And there's some crafty people, and because I listen to I've got a very good friend who's way into the Transformer stuff, and like as an actual expert, like he consults and stuff, and he tells me all about these like fan projects or just designers over in Japan that are so into Transformers that they're building, they're building a 4-foot tall Fortress Maximus. 4 foot tall,
right?
Fortress Maximus, and it's going to be retail, and it's going to be like $3,000 or something, but it's going to be retail. And it is in scale with the 9-inch, the 9-inch Transformer figures. Like they have photos where it's, to show in scale, and it's Blaster like leaning up against the gun, and it's ridiculous because that Blaster is this big.
Yeah. And
the guy's gun is like this. And so every time, and I love hearing he always shares it, and my brain just goes like, that's the kind of ingenuity that we need for this stuff, And I know that we're starting to get third party company do stuff like the Skyhawk, so that's great. So that's a great start. and maybe that's the way this kind of thing is going to roll out, but it's not impossible. Dream big, Mike. Dream 12 feet long big.
Right. But again, not that any of this stuff is impossible. They're toys, for crying out loud, but at some point you have to be able to sell them, and that's the part of it that I doubt.
I don't think, I mean, they can't even sell a Snowcat, so.
Well, the Snowcat, again, a victim of the success of previous HasLabs, the Snowcat's going to fund, right? We're 8 days away. We haven't hit that bump at the end.
Yeah, don't they? Isn't there a thing where like
it's only 100. It's only 100 pledges away from the basic product being so.
It'll fund. But I want my bivouac, and I want my fish.
I wouldn't rule any of those out because the trend from Joe buyers are, man, we show up late. We show up, and we show up late.
That's a lot. That's a lot in the next 8 days, dude.
Remember, the Sky Striker on its last day hadn't funded, and then its last day almost got completely, almost completely cleared all the goals.
Toilet Teal just walked in the house.
Well, hello, Toilet Teal.
So, there could be a huge
listeners
bump
of
on
What's on Joe Mind, say hello.
Who knows?
She's not going to come over and wave.
No, you're not going to come over and wave to the fans, and you have fans on What's on Joe Mind. Yeah, we're live streaming right now.
She can come say hey. She can make her show debut. Hello.
Hi, I can't hear you because he's got earbuds in, but hi.
That's fine.
Hi.
That's Toilet Teal, everyone. That's Cobra's cleaning lady.
Yeah. We appreciate you, Toilet Teal.
I gotta go clean up some bathrooms.
You're doing God's work.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. I don't think that's a dream we should give up on. I think there are ways to do it. Now, obviously, maybe mine doesn't satisfy Mike's.
To the end of
logistical
of
senses,
right? To the end of being modular. I think they're testing the waters on that.
That's great.
I think after decades of them saying, "Oh no, modular toy play sets, they don't work." I think these battle stations that they've done for Cobra and Joe, I think that's them dipping their toes in the water because enough people have finally said to them, "We'll try this."
Yeah,
but you need to make it.
And yeah, you're probably right. The base would probably be a safer place to start with that. Totally
right. So
yeah, I agree. I totally agree with that.
Like, because again, if you're talking iconic, if you're talking Rattler, Hiss, Dragonfly level iconic, that base is right there.
Yeah. So you need a Mobat to slide into that. Yeah. I get you.
So like I said, it's not that I don't want what you're talking about to happen. I've been doing a podcast on this crap for 14 years. I'm in.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm a longtime contributor, first time listener.
Right. We're hooked. I'm looking for reasons to give them my money, but we have to sell it to more than just me.
Right. I get it.
So, like, Snowcat's going to happen. Lady J's going to happen. Bivouac's probably going to happen. Not surprised if Flint happens. Like that's how late the Joe crowd can show up.
Yeah,
and
I really do want that.
All of that to happen.
I really don't think that Bivouac is awesome. I think they took one of the lamest. And I had the Bivouac. It was just boring and lame and just sat there. Like, it just was. I think they've absolutely made it into something that would look amazing. Like, they've really done a good job with it.
Right. I think Lenny talked about that in the video, is that it was the dud in the smaller scale, but when you can make it a little bit bigger and really play with it, it turns into something almost completely different.
Mm-hmm. I was always like, I want my soldiers like in action. I want to be the one that takes a nap. I don't want to give my soldiers a place to nap. Get a little cot. I don't need a cot. Sleep on the ground and murder people. That's what you're there for, soldiers.
But so again, I think there's a lot of reasons that folks are conjecturing about the failure of the Snowcat, but I think the most important thing is that we look at it and notice that actually the Snowcat isn't failing. It's just not as successful as some of the campaigns that came before.
And I mean, technically, it hasn't failed. There's 8 days.
Yeah,
right.
Eight days to pick up 100 pledges plus.
I do think we all were kind of hoping for a San Diego bump, but that just didn't.
Yeah.
And you know what? Honestly, all the attention was on Slither. The attention wasn't on, it wasn't
Right.
on.
They have not done a lot for the Snowcat.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm expecting that to change starting tomorrow because we do a show on Wednesday. They tend to do promotional stuff on Thursday.
Cool.
Anyway, it's not really. I don't think they're that petty. I'm just teasing, but
you're implying it's on purpose.
Yeah, that's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. Either it's they do news drops day of show or day after show. That seems to be the pattern I'm in.
Funny.
So yeah, again, it's taken pledges through August 14th, $324.99. You can see the basic package here. It's got the frostbite, the ski pedos with the storage crates. It's got missiles and the blast effects. It's got the removable missile launcher system. The back converts to a troop carrier. Realistic engine details. It's got a pull-out cooking station, adjustable cockpit controls, and opening cockpit and side windows, working headlights and light-up dash details, and working rear treads. We got some stretch goals, again, still on the deck here. At 10,000 units, it unlocks Lady J. She's got weapons, she's got ice fishing gear, and she's got, most importantly, coffee. Middle tier at 12,000 units, the bivouac with its missile launcher. It's got cot, a radio, and tools, and all that cool gear you see there. And most importantly, it has fire. We need to hit this for Beavis, ladies and gentlemen. And
Yeah,
Flint's at 14,000 units. Flint, more weapons. He's got cooking gear, and perhaps most importantly, even more coffee.
He's got encased meats too, which is pretty good.
He's got sausage.
Yeah, he's absolutely got some Chicago sausage.
That's a Flint codename, or Joe Slepsky codename Flint.
Yeah, absolutely.
Greg Augustine.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I mean, they all look great.
I read the Snowcat specs like a game show announcer describing a brand new car. Funny enough, I've been watching old game shows as well this past week. It's been another wheelhouse of my YouTube viewing as I whittle away the wee hours of the morning. So again, everybody, if anybody out there telling you that the Snowcat is no good, has an axe to grind. Maybe it's no good for them, but this is a good piece of work.
It's a real good piece of work.
Yeah. Anybody out there telling you the Snowcat is too small is crazy because they've given you the specs.
It's bigger than the Hiss.
Right. It's bigger than the Hiss.
Yeah. You just call him a size queen and never talk to him again.
Yeah. Don't listen to those people. Those are people with bad arguments. And again, I'm not, if you don't want the Snowcat, don't buy the Snowcat. By all means, I am not a rah-rah guy. I am on the fence myself because I don't know where I'm going to put this thing. Yeah. I have not pledged. I have no idea if I'm going to pledge. I have 8 days to figure it out.
Is that a pledge pin?
No, it is not. It's just, I don't even have a little dumb logo on my shirt. Anyways, but at the same time, don't if you're trying to make up your mind on this, don't go listening to people looking for clicks from bad hot takes. Just go check it out for yourself and make a decision based on
it's awesome. And
what
let's
you
be
can
real,
do and what you can afford.
The OG Snowcat was awesome. The OG Snowcat was top 7, if not top 5 all time. Like, it was a great toy. So to see it in this scale is amazing.
Right. I don't know if I'd rank it that high, but
really, I loved it.
But it's certainly in that, it's iconic enough. It was in that.
For me, the frosted windows was what made it pop for me when I was a kid. The fact that I'm serious.
It was really cool.
Yeah, that they thought to do that. As a kid, I was like, that's the greatest. It's so real. Like, I loved it. And then the Snowpedos obviously are amazing.
But yeah. I mean, and Snowpedos. That's really that was the icing on the cake, right?
Yeah, Snowpedos.
I remember from that commercial when it came out in 1985. You see the animated Snowpedo flying through and blowing up the snow serpent camp. Yeah. I mean, it was just like, ooh, this is awesome.
All the people who are calling this a failure now, basically, are the same people who called the Sky Striker a failure because it didn't hit the last stretch goal. But you know, I have a plane on my TV stand over there, and it looks like a Sky Striker that so I think it was a success.
Right. So if you have the space to adopt a small dog that won't hide under the bed,
Yeah.
get a Snowcat. Because that's pretty much what you're doing. But again, the point I'm trying to make is just make your own decision on the Snowcat. Just there's so many clickbaity bad operators out there right now, and what is the benefit of slagging this campaign? What kind of fan are you if you're just coming out and saying, "Oh, well, this sucks"? If you don't like it, fine, but just say you don't like it.
Yeah, just don't buy it, but don't ruin someone else's good time.
Right. Don't make up fraudulent facts to back your crummy opinion.
You sound like you're being very specific about someone. And I don't know. I genuinely don't know who you're talking about, but I'd love to hear more.
It's a number. I mean, you just hear that just from people who are just.
Yeah.
I keep seeing stuff about all the Snowcat's losing backers and people are dropping out. It's like every time I look at it, it's higher. It's not going.
Listen,
it's not going as this, but every time I look at it, there's more than before, which means they're not losing backers.
I work in video games. When the game Assassin's Creed Shadows came out 6 months ago, the internet was full of bad takes saying how it was a crappy game and whatever, too woke or too whatever. But all they did is slag on that game. Fast forward to August of 2025, and that game's coming to Game Pass for Xbox, and it's the second coming. There's all these articles going, August Game Pass has been saved because Assassin's Creed Shadows is showing up. And I'm sitting there going, all you clowns spent nothing but months crapping on that game, leading it to not doing that well. And now it's the great savior of your Game Pass. So people are dumb.
Gene Fleming says it's way past his bedtime. Work is early. He needs money for his Snowcat. So you have a good night. We appreciate.
Thanks for backing the Snowcat, Michael. Thanks for joining us.
There you go, Michael.
Awesome.
He's one of the good ones.
He's that's the Gunny's boy. The Gunny, he was saying before the show started, the Gunny is under the weather tonight. So our
hope he feels better.
And a shout out to the Gunny.
Absolutely.
But yeah, again, if it's for you, then it's for you. If it's not for you, that's fine too. Just don't let bad take operators who are only trying to monetize you as an audience make your decision for you.
It's also got a troop carrier in the back.
Right. This is gonna be cool. If it's not for you, fine.
Yeah. Think of all the dioramas you could do with the troop, you pull the missile off top and just put a bunch of troops back there with their weapons out, like gacking snow fools. I mean, come on.
Have your nemesis enforcer fighting like 5 guys at once,
bursting out of a snow hill, like yeah. I mean, that's that's the stuff.
I'm surprised that noise happened. I'll probably won't be able to do that again.
Shirtless quick kick,
an entire Snowcat at some poor unsuspecting schmuck.
And shirtless quick kick running around with fudgies.
Right. Yeah. It's perfect.
And no shoes.
And no shoes.
No. Why
no shirt, no shoes. No shirt, no shoes, no quick kick.
Yeah.
I disagree.
I have to disagree too. Although like I said, I didn't like the Night Force one. But
wait a minute. No, I'm saying if you can only have a no shirt, no shoes. Otherwise, you don't have a quick kick.
I disagree.
You're saying you don't like quick kick?
Are
we revealing an inner truth here? I didn't know this.
Look, quick kick is great, and I'm not saying that look doesn't work for him. I'm just saying that to never have shoes is a little silly.
Torpedo sitting there going, have you thought about flippers?
I mean, basically his code name is going to go from quick kick to tetanus shot really fast.
Yeah. Bunyan.
It's not plausible.
This is our cadre of ninja assassins. We got quick kick, hammer toe, Bunyan, plantar wart. Like it's a whole series. Yeah. It's like quick kicks commandos, and it's all them.
Fallen arches.
Fallen arches.
Hey, I got a Joe figure.
Sergeant Flatfoot.
Yeah. And they fight their enemy ingrown toenail.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't have a specific target in mind, Joe. I just know that when I go to my YouTube search page in my browser, I cannot swing the proverbial dead cat without hitting, somebody who gets 10,000 views on a video that has no truth in it whatsoever, talking about
sure. Yeah, I've seen that stuff too, and I've seen those, and that's all garbage.
Aggravating.
So I agree with you.
Aggravating. Meanwhile, click that like and subscribe.
Codename Instant Plantar Fasciitis. You guys get it. Yeah. Totally. Plantar fasciitis. Plantar fasciitis. That's the Cobra Law guy. That's the Cobra Law guy that shows up to fight them out of nowhere.
There we go. Job along in Toy City. He knows. He's got it.
Instep, awesome. Fallen Arches, awesome. Their drill sergeant is heel toe.
Right. Well, Sergeant heel toe. You got to give him
Sergeant heel toe. Yeah.
And you know who their medic is?
No.
Dr. Scholes.
No, of course. Of course. His classified figure just comes with inserts, shoe inserts. It's a series of multicolored shoe inserts.
some form of orthotic for their boots.
Yeah, and the shoe tongue that they would use to measure, like to put your foot into the shoe at the shoe store.
Device,
yeah, all that stuff.
Shoehorn.
And a little, the shoehorn and the little measuring thing when you like the little metal measurer where they put in. Got one of those. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the name of that. I actually just watched a little informational video on those things.
Trench foot, Andrew. Totally. Trench foot. Yep. That's it. Yep. He's the Dreadnought. He's the Dreadnought member.
Those could be the troopers.
Yeah, he's just got a swollen leg. His leg looks like mine did after San Diego. He's just got this swollen ass trench foot leg. It looks like Guy Gardner's Justice League size boots, Right.
The requisite big
Nerf boots.
The
requisite big muscle guy is cankles.
Yes.
Oh Lord, let's move along.
So
again, funding through August 14th at just before midnight, $324.99. Head over to Hasbro Pulse. Give the Snowcat a look. Time's almost up. We're not going to talk about this too many more weeks. We only got one more to go. Stretch goals. Next news item. Hey, we got some Skybound stuff. Today, on your happy shelves, Real American Hero 319. As Mindbender gets his hands on the original Serpentor's corpse. Written by Larry Hama, pencils by Paul Pelletier and Tony Cordos, colors by the Eisner-nominated Francesco Segala. Again, that is at your local comic shop right now. I got one. Rob picked it up when I was asleep. I haven't read it yet. I had show prep to do.
Sweet.
It's what I give up for you people. Am I bitter? Just a little.
You're more bitter about what went on last night.
Diana, what are you teasing?
What happened last night?
About that corpse?
No tease. No spoilers. We don't talk about books. It just happened. There's no.
She's not spoiling. She's enticing us to read.
Yeah.
She's
See
selling.
About that corpse. No. Stop there.
She's not spoiling. She's selling.
Fair enough.
That's the unproduced sequel to About Last Night.
About that
corpse.
Ran into it was the crossover of that franchise and American Psycho.
And Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah, and
Andrew Galgan asks, when aren't I bitter? I am generally not bitter. It's just a fun joke to make. But there's times. Occasionally.
All right, now I got to look. Talk amongst yourselves.
Joe Slepsky, are you caught up on your reading?
Not this issue. I've been busy all day. I've been busy sitting at Starbucks waiting to help someone who never showed or who showed. But anyway, no, I'm pretty caught up, but not up to this week or last week. But it's great. I'm loving it.
And then moving forward with Skybound, next week we got Transformers 23, followed by August 20th, we get the Energon Universe G.I. Joe number 10, as we continue on the CoverGirl and Baroness trip to Paris.
Fun.
Which is not going so great for them, to be honest. Not. I don't think I'm spoiling too much. It's not the best trip for those two ladies.
There have been better vacation plans.
Yeah, or they're better times spent in the City of Lights. But hey, Raptor's there, and he's pretty fucking cool.
Looked really great.
Are you caught up on Energon, Joe Slepsky?
Yeah, I'm caught up to the one where Raptor shows up at the end. So I think that's up to issue 9, I believe.
That is, I believe that is issue 8 when he shows up.
Or is that 8 then? Then I'm not. Then yeah, I'm just to the one where he shows up at the end.
All right.
Yeah,
So
we
loving it.
We do have a full issue of Raptor Mayhem.
Oh, fun. Can't wait.
So good times.
He goes all evil Hawkman. That's great.
They're in Paris. Do they run into the lady with the butterflies on her fishing pole like in the James Bond movie?
No, but we did get to see the mayor of Paris from Arise, Serpentor, Arise.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, that would have been great.
That would
have been amazing. Yeah.
Fantastic, yes. That's
Or someone walks by referencing the movie and they're like, aren't you guys banned from Paris? Aren't you not supposed to be here?
Rachel Selena says at least they're not caught in a roundabout with Chevy Chase. That would have been London. But
yeah, that was in London because hey, kids,
nobody
wants
to be caught in anything with Chevy Chase. That's fine.
Yeah.
It is a deep cut.
Yeah.
View to a kill. Deep cut. At least they saved Silicon Valley. The great Silicon mines of Silicon Valley in that movie.
Next news item. Hey, we got some GoFundMe down below, as we talked about for the last several weeks. Roger Taft, our good friend, co-publisher of After Action Report, been having some trouble with his eyesight the last couple of years. The good news is it is completely fixable. The bad news is Roger is self-employed and therefore completely underinsured. So his GoFundMe is down below. Be sure to check that out. If you got $1, $2, $5, all your San Diego purchasing should be done and in the rear view at this point. So
yeah,
it's time to dig deep and help out the creators in our G.I. Joe community. So please give Roger a shout if you can. Along those same lines, Jamie Sullivan still needs a few more dollars to get that foot surgery he's done. Again, this is a surgery to save his foot because his insurance company decided you don't need 2 feet. You can make go with 1 foot. 2 feet, it's a luxury. You don't need 2. And Jamie disagrees. But in order to have the surgery to save his foot, we gotta pay for it. We gotta help him pay for it. So again, $1, $2, $5, whatever you can shake out of the couch. I know Jamie Sullivan and his family would greatly appreciate any assistance that you're able to provide.
What first world problem someone has that they expect to be able to keep both feet? How dare he? How dare he?
Clearly just completely out of whack priorities there, wanting 2 feet. Right? Just completely off his nut. We got to watch satire on this, man. Satire's tough. There's a line. Anyways, somebody's going to take that little snippet and be like, oh, these guys are slagging Jamie Sullivan.
No, he's a good friend. He's great. I love them. Absolutely love them.
I know.
I mean, it's.
I worry about these things sometimes, Joe.
He's a sensitive lad.
Last but certainly not least, Diana Davis recently had a scare with the lovely Splash, as you can see in the picture, where she was in an incubation tent for a number of days, having trouble breathing, had some stomach surgery, all kinds of complications. She's doing good now, but the bills are coming due. So if we have, again, $1, $2, $5, whatever you can scrape up after all this madness, and help get those little crusties off her nose. Look at the crusty little nose. Look at the little boogies on her nose. Joe Slepsky, you're not looking at the little boogies on her nose.
I'm looking. I saw it. She's a sweetie. I'm trying to log into GoFundMe to send some money. Not even joking.
But anyways, $1, $2, whatever you got. Every little bit helps. Because I mean, nobody should have to lose out on just your basic sustenance because a family member got sick. It's a terrible way to ensure. I hope we do something about this as a society in the very near future. But until then, we're kind of stuck in a GoFundMe culture.
Yeah, it's really sad.
So I'm sure glad that our great nation supports the ability to get filthy rich. But
Not healthy.
Right. You'd think there would be some kind of responsibility that came with that, but apparently not.
No, there absolutely isn't. Absolutely isn't. Apparently, you have to divorce some billionaire a-hole to be to want to then donate some of that money to help people.
Yeah, you're nuts.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
But
don't worry. Universal healthcare, we don't need it.
Yeah,
We got GoFundMe. Yeah, GoFundMe.
Terrible idea. Third largest.
Why should we help people get healthy?
Third largest insurer in the United States. GoFundMe.
Unbelievable.
We should be ashamed of ourselves.
Yep. And generationally.
And it's not GoFundMe's fault. We like GoFundMe.
And let's be clear, we didn't get there overnight.
GoFundMe's filling a need. We're criticizing the need, not the people.
I agree. Yeah, this is decades. This is decades of this country doing this.
Yeah.
This is decades. This is nothing that happened in the last 10 years or whatever. This is decades of this country not giving a shit about that, about allowing insurance companies to stick their nose in the middle of people's healthcare and to rake incredible profits off of us by literally just being a middleman.
All right.
I was with Luigi all last year. He hung out with me at my house all last year. He was never in New York. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, anyways. Next news item. Hey, look at that. Swag shop on TeePublic's having a sale right now.
That starts today.
That started today. There is 35% off on tees. Enjoy deep discounts and everything else site-wide. From sweatshirts to mugs to magnets to stickers to the new shorts. That's right, shorts.
Jorts or shorts?
Shorts. They're kind of like athletic shorts.
Yeah.
They're casual shorts.
That's awesome.
But that's all right there for you on the swag shop at TeePublic. And again, on sale right now. All designs available. You want to buy the Christmas shirt early? Go ahead. Go for it. Knock yourself out. We're not getting rich on merchandise, folks. We get $2 off every shirt you buy. So anyway, I don't know what we get per shorts, but we'll find out if somebody buys shorts.
May the shorts be with you.
Firefly asks, you don't have an image of the shorts? I feel like that's worth putting on the slide. It would have been had I not seen that email like an hour before the show came on. Yes, I agree with you. But I'm just like, there comes a point when I'm just not changing the slideshow. And that was the point. So we'll show shorts that, like, they're doing a couple of sales runs this week or this month. We'll see the shorts before too long. But, you can always follow the link down below and go look at them yourself. You can see any color of the shorts. If you want to see the tie-dyed short, no, I think they've only got like 5 colors on the shorts. But still, whatever color of the 5 shorts you want, you can see it with our logo on.
Hey, what's Diana's dog's name again?
That one is Splash. The one who got sick. And then there's Paloma's, their other bulldog. That's a bulldog house.
Oh,
that's a bulldog and cat house. We know Claude. We've seen Claude. He wore our t-shirt and then pooped on
Claude, not a fan.
Video evidence suggests that Claude is a fan, but we know what happened to that shirt afterwards.
Later video evidence implies otherwise.
Later video proof says no, he is not. No.
A bit of a dirty protest there.
Phil Donnelly asks, are they like Juicy Shorts where the logo is across the butt? No, the logo is on the left leg. So again, they're
Phil,
casual shorts.
if you want.
I mean, that cat was wearing our t-shirt.
Yeah.
Next news item. Hey, if you want daily news and say it's not a Wednesday, but you can always head over to the surveillance board, get whatever fixes you need. Eric gives you a nice cross section of folks doing reviews, or maybe some advanced photos, or just sometimes just news, right? Weird when that happens. But head over to surveillance-port.com. That's right, surveillance-port.com. Why pick something that's easier to spell? It's chump talk. Surveillance Port at surveillance-port.com.
I'm just going to interject real quick. In the time that it took me to shut my flap and pay attention to my computer for a quick second, I just helped out both GoFundMes that we were talking about. So it's super easy for you guys to do. There's no minimums. Just get in there, give them some money. It's super fast.
I mean, we had 3. Did you get all 3 of them?
Well, what was the? Oh, I'm old. What was the third one?
There was Roger.
Oh, Jamie. Oh, I've helped Jamie before. Yeah, no. I've already helped Jamie. I just helped Roger and Diana,
right.
and I've helped Jamie many times. But it's so easy, so quick. So
it's all right there.
Take the time. Throw them a couple bucks. Raise all ships. Take some of that money you're not spending on the Snowcat and help your fellow Joe.
Dustin Jeffrey says shorts with Mark Webber's face on them. Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh my. And yeah, that's true. The off target design still available on the What's on Joe Mind swag shop. So you can get Mark Webber's off target logo on your shorts.
On your shorts.
He may speak to us about that. I remember when I made that design, I went to Mark. He's like, "You don't care that I'm putting this on a T-shirt, do you?" He's like, "No." It's like it doesn't get you a bigger cut on that one, but he didn't care. He knows what kind of money we make.
Yeah.
The life of the dirt farming podcaster.
Dirt farming. 2-bit slime shows.
Next news item. Firefly says there's thick in the crotch bro shorts. You're not going to mention. Look, man, I don't think of these things. I found out about them an hour ago. You need some thick in the crotch bro shorts.
Well, that just writes itself.
From the folks at Call Sign Longbow. Well, I mean, it's right there. It's even got an arrow pointing. No, it's the arrow points down. So
it'll be pointing at your shin.
Yeah. Yeah, but still, the message is there.
Yeah.
The message is there. Thick in the crotch, bro.
We're so classy.
Right. Aren't we, though? Get the crawl going.
There we go.
G.I. Joe 3D Printing Podcast is proud to present Chunky Tank Kitty and his Meowler Tank. Be sure to check out Mike and Mark and Artwan and all of their both Chunky Tank Kitty and non-Chunky Tank Kitty projects on the G.I. Joe 3D Printing Podcast. Their channel is linked on our channel page, so be sure to head over, give them a like and a subscribe, and all that cool stuff. Whatever your level of expertise on 3D printing, they've got a show for you. They can help you out, project ideas and technical know-how. So check them out today. And that's the news.
Hour 59 minutes, and we had no news.
Right, nothing. There was nothing. We just got Slepsky. Be right back after a quick word from our wonderful friends and sponsors at Cooko Toys.
We buy, sell, and trade vintage and modern toys. G.I. Joe, Star Wars, Transformers, Marvel, DC, and more. Located in beautiful downtown Kokomo, Indiana, we are open every Wednesday through Saturday from 12 to 5. It's a theme park of nostalgia, Join the thousands of people who have traveled from all over the Midwest for over a decade to buy and sell with us. Get your geek on.
Steve Young notes that my dream of hot pink What's on Joe Mine shorts is completely gone. It's not completely gone, man. It's just that when they first start out, they're only going to make like blue and gray and black available. If these shorts sell well, they will add more colors. That's the way it's gone with the t-shirts.
The pink should be like the Chase variant,
right?
You know, yeah.
You can get a hot pink What's on Joe Mine t-shirt. That's there.
And just wear it completely wrong. There you go.
Well, right. That's you're pulling your Zorana look. You know what I'm saying? I mean, or actually Xandar too. They both wore hot pink.
Nowhere Man Child. The show went long enough that natural sunlight left Slepsky's room. That's about right.
I would show it on camera. It's hard to get to. My lamp is my TIE Fighter desk lamp. You can see my Millennium Falcon one behind me. I have a TIE Fighter over here, so that's the only light source you're getting right now. Yeah.
Real quick, we do have one letter from the post sock.
Ooh, they're posting soccer.
Greetings and salutations. I wanted to go ahead and send the picture of my custom Major Barrage figure using Mark II Designs head scan and a Sergeant Slaughter body. I hope you like it. I look forward to the show. That's from the Hawk, Terry Hawkins.
That's awesome.
I would say that if we're going to make an action figure of the Hawk, Terry Hawkins, and that's the head is spot on. Like that's Terry. But it's not nearly buff enough. The muscles not nearly large enough. The Hawk is frankly a paragon of manhood, and so I guess that's the best you can do. Sergeant Slaughter is the biggest and buffest of classified figures.
Is Gung Ho a little bit bigger? That's on the Roadblock body.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I put these things together like an hour before the show. I'm not doing size samples, and I'm trying to make a joke about Terry Hawkins and his buff bod. Okay.
Well, look, maybe Terry Hawkins did want to brag.
Well, yeah, maybe not all of us consider that a joke. Maybe we're very serious about Terry Hawkins' buff body, and we just we like to get real when it comes to the Hawk's body.
The Hawk's a legend. We should all be serious.
I strive for accuracy.
Terry Hawkins is a longtime friend of the program, so we can talk about him in legendary status like this.
It's a cool looking figure. I love it.
Yeah, no, it's great. This is why you get customized heads. This is why you spend the money.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Slepsky.
Yeah.
Whose body would you put a customized Joe Slepsky head on?
Well, are we talking Joe Slepsky now or Joe Slepsky when he was young, blonde, blonde, wavy hair?
Either way.
Because Joe Slepsky, long, blonde, wavy hair, I would do Chuckles.
All right.
That'd be fun. And Joe Slepsky now, yeah, exactly. Joe Slepsky now, I feel like I'd have to do like a gung ho or one of your more weathered, weathered dudes who have been through it, like a leather neck, like without the cap,
scarred, hairless Joes.
Yeah. But if we're talking young and vital, I would throw it on like a Chuckles or like an OG. Green shirt, like Hawk kind of style, like Zap or something like that.
So Joe, you went off to San Diego.
I did.
You brought back just acres of stuff. So we knew we were going long tonight, so I'm not concerned about it. Let's see all this crap. Let's see your haul.
I'm a cautionary tale of why when they say save your spending until Sunday because you get better deals, you also have to save your energy, your mental energy. Because what I found myself doing is I was at a guy's booth, and I forget his name, but he's a really nice dude. He does a lot of the SoCal shows, and he always has great Joe stuff. And I'll go and I'll buy like one or two figures. I found myself, I just was checking do I have them? And at one point, I just pulled everything. I'm not joking. Everything off the rack and said, "Do you take PayPal?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Ring it up." Luckily, I know he gave me a deal because the number he charged me was not the number that I had in my head. But like, I got a bunch of dope dudes. I'm a sucker for an affordable carded Joe. I love it. I especially because I stopped collecting around 89. So a lot of the later stuff, I'm not even, I'm only familiar with, in arrears, So like, if you give me a Mutt Junkyard on card,
That's a great mold too.
Yeah, I'm in. You give me a Battle Core barricade. I'm in.
Oh, the good color scheme.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Crimson Guard Commander. I'm in.
All right.
Your favorite homie, Beachhead.
Hey, it's a great figure.
Yeah.
It truly is. It's a highlight. It's just not really Beachhead, but it's a highlight.
Law Sans Order.
Yeah.
With the Toys R Us sticker on it, which I always love.
Nice. How much were they charging back in the day?
Oh, back in the day,
90
$2.99.
My
for
God.
For a keel haul.
Oh. That's the affordable one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of like and then we got bright orange long arm. Making it happen. But wait, there's more.
Later known as Astronaut Flash.
Yeah, but wait, there's more. I finally got me he's not carded, but he comes with his original card. Captain Gridiron.
There you go.
I never had a gridiron, so now I finally have the way too expensive cost overrun hand grenades that are shaped like footballs that he forced the Department of Defense to manufacture just so he could throw some hand grenade footballs. They're like, how much is this going to cost to retool all of these? No, but it'll look cool.
They got a special deal on the guy who makes pumpkin bombs.
Yeah. I got me a Duke. I got me was this V3, I think? V4? V3?
So. I think
yeah.
4 is right.
I got me him. I got a Sub-Zero that I had never had before.
Oh.
In the Snow Dudes. That was exciting.
He's tough to find unyellowed.
Yeah, he this one's actually in pretty good shape. Like he's pretty white. Got a little bit, but nothing that would turn me off. And then I actually have never owned a Televiper. Because as a kid, I was like, who needs a telecommunication guy? Like what? Those guys suck. But now I never had one. So now I've filled in that gap.
Oh my God. How do you
I got me
I have like 10 of those, Joe. I could have said
but now I got no, it's amazing. I got a bulletproof. He's a little folded up in here, but a bulletproof with all of his crazy giant weapons.
that sums
with that
up.
flat top, with that flat top. I love it so much.
You can sell a watch for that haircut.
Yeah, I got a Shockwave.
There you go.
And then yeah. And then I think kind of my funnest. I know it was I think they gave me extra weaponry, but it's also from the same set though. I got me an ambush from the Dino Hunter set.
Oh
wow.
Wow.
I think he's got the weaponry from that came with what's his face, who came with the other Joe that was in that set.
Low light.
Yeah, low light. So I think he's got some of Low Light's guns in there, but still I'll take them. So yeah, I got me an ambush from Dino Hunters. Yeah, so that was my figure experience, and I'm telling you, after I walked away from that, I was like, I have to stop shopping because I am not paying attention and I'm exhausted and I'm done shopping. So I did. That was my like final for purchasing BS on the floor on Sunday afternoon.
BQ King is missing a football grenade. That's at least $4 million from the DoD right there.
Yeah, right.
Snowglare calls that the best Duke, and it's maybe the best design Duke. I'd like him
a little
better. I'd like him a little better if his helmet came off, but
his helmet comes off.
That one's helmet does come off.
Does it?
Yeah, this one helmet.
Yeah, you're thinking of the desert camo.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah,
but no, that is a good one.
It's a good looking Duke, and he can sit on that cannon just in the most sensual of ways.
Oh yeah.
He is truly rotten.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I felt good. I felt good about my Joe my Joe experience. And then I got those two comics that I talked about that filled some like some very specific rando books that I was missing, the Valor Venom and then the Tim Seeley sketchbook. And
Nowhere Manchild recommends Arctic Commando version of Sub-Zero.
Awesome. It's on the list.
In the blue.
It's on the list.
It's his road uni.
Yeah. I've always loved the way they look on card. I know you, Mike, you and I, we have fun banter about they're waiting for the O-rings to rot. But
yeah,
I just love the aesthetic, I love the aesthetic. It brings so much joy to my brain.
I agree
So,
with you. Look, for what it's
yeah.
worth, I get that. I do. It's just like for me, I'm more inclined to spend considerably less on the repro cards that have the pop open things, and I'll
I have some of those too.
like,
Those look great. Yeah,
like that's more because I just like at this point we are at we see the mint on card guys, and I just like I hear this little clock ticking in my head. Like I'm just hearing that O-ring just slowly just crumble away. He's just
getting ready to pop and lock.
I guess. I mean,
he's just,
you set a watch to that thing, man. You set a watch to that haircut.
Yeah, Bulletproof is just, he's going to pop and lock, give him a moment's notice. It's going to happen.
I love that he's got a helmet.
Yeah. How does that even? I did a Bulletproof skin for WWE 2K23. It looked awesome. It was awesome.
I want to see how his helmet fits on any other figure.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I'll put it on him. Let me bust it up.
It must sink so low.
Oh yeah, it is so high. Yeah, you're right. It is so unnaturally high. So let's do that. Let's put that helmet on that Duke with no helmet.
There you go.
But yeah, really great Joe. My friends Jeremiah and Paul were there. They're my Joe Bros. If you guys listen to my show, they're on a lot, and we talk about them a lot. What I love about having Joe Bros, whatever, your Joe community of people, like we all help each other out, so we're at a table and it's, hey, I'm over here and they got this, do you want that? Jeremiah is always great about hey, remember Hasbro's doing pre-sales today, or you know what I mean? Like we all have something that we keep each other in mind about, and it's great. So it's just been a wonderful. This is so loose on Duke's head. Look at that. Can you get
him up into the camera a little bit more?
Oh yeah, that is just
It is so big.
That's like a kid in Little League who grabbed the wrong helmet.
It's like Pippi Longstocking. Longstocking curls on his side, pigtails. Like, hey, buddy.
Like I said, it's like in Little League where like the small kid comes up in the middle of a big inning and the only helmet left is the giant one.
Yeah. Hey coach, I can't see the ball.
If the giant helmet was available, that just meant that Mike was not on base.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
But
if Mike was on base, that big helmet was
giant helmet was taken.
But if it's perfect on my guy.
on Staff Sergeant Kidd there.
It's perfect. Yeah, where was play? Yeah. What's up?
I mean, that looks like a putting green up there. That is just...
right. That is high and tight.
That's good. That's a good look.
Oh
no! You know what else I got? Oh, wait a minute. That's it. I picked up the Cold Slither prints from Jamie Sullivan down there, and Michael Charles Hill, and got their autographs on that. That was the other bit of fun Joe stuff that's over. I can't get to it right now. But yeah, they were selling Cold Slither prints and some special stuff. I don't remember the comic dealer's table app. They were at a special dealer table. So I popped over there and spent some time with them and got their autographs on that. So that's really cool. Oh, you know what the coolest thing I did get? I know where this is. Hold on.
All righty.
Stolen from the walls of the Cold Slither concert. So you go to concerts and they put the promo posters up on the back walls, like they line the posters, right? The show ended and the smart dudes, that wasn't me. I was late to the game. The smart dudes, they were ripping these off the wall, and I was like, yeah, I'm doing it. So I grabbed a Cold Slither and a gem.
Nice.
So I can't wait to get these mounted. But yeah, so these are actually pretty rare and awesome. I mean, pretty rare. I have no idea how many they made, but the only place we saw them was at that bar during that concert. So
those are, it doesn't matter, man. Those are game used. Game
worn. Right? Yeah, like I can't wait. I can't wait to get those up on the wall.
Oh, Phil only got a gem poster.
Aha.
So there you go. So take that.
I think I actually did get the less Cold Slither one. Like I said, I was late to the game. There was one it was like floor level, and people were walking past it, and my eyes went right to it. So
Falcone is waiting for Super 7 to do Gem and Reaction Plus. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah,
that'd be all right. I'd be down with that.
It's all the same universe, so why not?
Right?
Yep.
Right.
Oh,
But,
you know what else came in?
what else came in, Joe?
So much Joe-ship. I should start my own podcast to talk about this stuff.
You would think.
You would think.
You need to learn how to loosen up and talk on camera, though.
I know, right? Once I'll get over my shyness. My GI Joe movie, my GI Joe movie patches.
Oh my God!
Hey,
From the from the movie auction. Yeah, I won one of the patch sets from the
nice.
live action thing. So I got those cold, and this is the cool one that I really wanted, the Cobra custom Cobra button that like you'd put on your lapel. And then there's a big Joe one, and then a little Joe one too.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, so that came in the mail from
also game worn.
Also, yeah, game worn. Yeah, there's little Velcros. There's little Velcro on the back of all these because they would just Velcro them to the actors and the costumes and stuff.
Right. Because for the word is from the folks we know who were extras in those movies, if you were cast to play a Joe, you were also at one point a Cobra.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good, man. Whatever. Keep them extras on.
Loyalties.
Keep them extras on set. Keep the money coming in.
Yeah. So that arrived when I was down in San Diego too. So that's pretty cool.
That's very cool. Very cool, Joe Slemsky. That's a serious haul from
it's a big couple of weeks.
San Diego, right? That's I'm seeing like 4 months of my rent going out the door, but
wow. Yeah. You know. Oh, you know, and on a non-Joe related thing, I was actually
but you have a real job.
I do. But on a non-Joe related level, I was proud. I completed my Iron Man collection. So now I've got every issue of Iron Man from 1 through.
Oh wow!
Oh my God!
1 through 2020 or something like that. Yeah, so
now,
that was exciting.
Do you have Tales of Suspense stuff?
No, I don't have Tales. Those are the Tales are on Tales of that, and then Journey's next on my thing for Thor. I've only got 2 issues of Thor left, so I'm really close on Thor. I got really close on Hulk too, but I still have all the Tales and stuff to. That's my next target zone. But like you work in chunks, right? So your brain gets that dopamine of being like, sweet, I'm done. I never have to look in those boxes again, So yeah, so I was happy. I finished Iron Man. That was kind of cool.
You can move from the I's over to the T's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like last summer I completed my Captain America. So like this summer I was proudly walking past all the Captain America boxes going, I don't need anything in you.
I got you.
I don't need any of that business you're giving me. I still got a ways to go on my Avengers, and my Daredevil's though is getting really close too. Daredevil's close too, but
that's all right. He sucks.
Yeah. I'm not remotely close on my Spider-Mans. That's one that'll probably haunt me. It's so expensive. That'll haunt me to my days.
Yeah.
And right. FF, I'm now just down to the Kirby years. So that's just going to get prohibitively expensive. And X-Men.
Well, time for Marvel Epic collections.
Well, no, I mean I've got the reprints. Yeah. It's you're like me, man. You're a collector. You want to have the things in your hands.
Yeah, there's something about having the original. It's just.
Yeah, right. So X-Men are going to be hard. Hard. It's going to be expensive. That's the thing with all this. So try to explain to people who like aren't collectors and they're like, it's not hard to get a lot of the stuff. You can always throw money at it, but it's the joy of not throwing money at it and finding it at a reasonable price, or a trade you want, or that's what I think gets collectors up in the morning.
I managed to basically put together a complete, New Teen Titans run.
Awesome.
Where most of them, and it was in like late 90s, early 2000, where basically the franchise was kind of fallow then. So those books all of a sudden became like. So I picked basically every issue, like from 3 until they stopped reprinting. They shipped into reprints for the tax series. For like $1-2 a pop.
Awesome.
And then issues 1 and 2 I got for like $10. Yeah, I was like,
that's great. I love it. Yeah, and those are the stories. Those are the stories that feed you as a collector.
Yeah,
when you meet like a really rich person, and I don't mean this to slag on people who do well and can afford a lot of stuff, but like someone who's really rich and they're like, oh, I bought my copy of Action Comics #1. I'm like, that's cool, that's great, but I it does not ever give me the boner, and when that I do. No, I'm serious. Like I do when like talking to Rack Time, and he's like, yeah, I walked in that your adventure comic, your adventure comics, like that kind of a story of like, it's not a lot of money, but like you randomly came across this amazing collection that filled a hole in your collection. Like another Hercules Unbound by Wally Wood and Walter Simonson from the 70s. At San Diego, I walked up to a dealer. I only had a couple issues. I'm a massive Simonson fan. So I've only had his issues, and I walked up and the guy just had every single issue, really nice condition, super cheap. And they were all there in one sitting. And years of just hunting and pecking and never really caring.
Yeah.
So I was like, absolutely, I'm getting those. So I'm so excited now. I got a full run, and the series ain't great, but it's Wally Wood and Simonson.
Right.
On the
it's
series.
fun to look at.
Yeah, they're gorgeous books. But like that was exciting for me. I'm like, oh, that's fun. It's more exciting than just walking up and being like, I plunked down $8,000 to buy Wolverine's first appearance. Okay, great, you did. Congratulations.
You've got you've also got the run of Adventure Comic Digests that I know you're jealous of, Racktime Rob.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm very
$2
jealous
a pop, man.
Oh, Racktime, I did also work on I worked on my original OG adventure books too, because I've got so many reprints of the Legion stuff that's always been a back burner for me. But I decided to put a little attention on those. So I did get a bunch of OGs of those, and I got a bunch of like Superboys from like 70, 72, early 70s Superboys too. So that was fun.
Yeah.
Like Crypto's Origin. I picked up Crypto's Origin. And
those new DC Finest collections.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't tell you how addicted I am to most of those now.
Yeah.
Because I found a website that if you buy them in the first week they come out, they sell them for $17.99.
Oh, that's awesome.
Instead of $40. I'm just like,
well, that's great.
Even if I'm even thinking on the fence, I'm like, well, for $17.99, here, take my money.
Sure, why not? Absolutely.
But, yeah, they're doing one. I think one coming up in a couple weeks is like the Charlton run of Blue Beetle by Steve Ditko.
Oh, they're doing that. Oh, good.
Yeah, they're printing the basically it's like the whole Charlton run of Blue Beetle.
Oh, I'm in on that. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I found his first appearance. I found his first appearance. Oh my God, I found his first appearance when we were in New York last year traveling. And I was just like, I have to have this book. It's it's just a memento of that trip. And again, that's that collector gene, It now is a memento of my trip to New York because I found it in some comic shop in whatever borough we were in. And I was like, yeah, that's my treat. Let's get a first appearance of Blue Beetle.
So Racktime Rob's gonna have an aneurysm if we don't let him show off what he got.
Please, I love it. Let's see it.
Mego Fantastic Four.
It's so awesome.
It came yesterday.
That's so
I
good.
saw the box. Basically, I was coming home from work, saw the box. I said, I know what that is.
Now, did you have them when you were a kid?
No. Those are like, basically, we had most of the Migos, but there were like some I didn't. The Fantastic Four was the whole.
Oh, that's great.
Because I never wanted to get just one.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Oh, try to get you try to get mom or dad to buy you all four. They're like, no.
An itch left unscratched since
one of them is
1978.
That's so awesome. I had
Mego
3
thing looks like a Muppet, and he's absolutely adorable.
He really does. I had Superman, Batman, and Robin. That's what I had, and then I had the Batmobile.
He is the most charming thing I've ever seen.
That's great. Oh, listen, Ben Grimm's my spirit. Like that's who I am. Ben Grimm is he's my emotional tether to the Marvel universe. So
Marvel, bring back Marvel 2 and 1.
Oh, all of it. I love it, man. I love that. Are you gonna bust that box set out, or are you gonna keep it in the I respect keeping it in the box, but are you gonna bust them out? You don't have to make your decision now. I'm not saying do it on camera. Yeah.
No, at some point, like I said, I'm gonna snip these ties. I'm gonna keep the boxes because Mego just had beautiful display boxes, and that's part of the fun of that is that because they basically reprobe just like they looked in the 70s.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
All right. So now that I'm going through live chat here. So Joe Slepsky, give us some shout outs.
Well, definitely want to shout out Toilet Teal for making a guest appearance today.
There you go. Her
Probably-
show debut.
It's probably your most high profile guest you're ever going to have on this show.
I imagine
star of stage and screen.
That's right.
Mortal enemy of Tim Robbins. She's done it all. Taught LaToya Jackson improv. There's nothing Rebecca Wallen-Zach-Slevsky has done that will ever be eclipsed by any other guest on the show, and I'm not joking with anything I just said.
Why is she Tim Robbins' mortal enemy?
Tune in some other time. It's a whole long story. So she's amazing. So shout out to her, all the support she gives me so I can go away for a week and buy stupid things, and she takes care of my sweet girl Mary Jane. Shout out to you, gentlemen. I'm so looking forward to that show in Iowa. That's going to be amazing. Shout out to those Kickstarters, everybody. Just $5, $10, you know. And even if you can't, for real, as someone who's run a couple Kickstarters to help people, or GoFundMes rather, share it. Just share it. Share it, because you never know who in your orbit, in your social media orbit, is gonna see it and go, yeah, I've got some extra funds, because maybe things are tight, and no shame or no shade, things are tight for everybody, except apparently for me with a freaking loose PayPal account. But I swear to God, anyone who said, any dealer who told me they accepted, because PayPal's linked to my eBay sales, any dealer that told me they accepted PayPal, I went, tell me more.
Show me your
Phone is
wares,
out.
sir.
Got that facial recognition going.
Yeah. Share it. Because, you know, like, I know people in my orbit who they don't know some of my friends that I've shared stuff with, and they go throw 10, 15, $20 just because they're kind people and they want to, you know, pay it forward, or, you know, be of service to people. That's huge. Be of service to people. So shout out to all them. And one quick amazing shout out that I think you guys would appreciate. So this is a Columbo novelization. It is a British edition. Apparently, I didn't realize it was British, but it's a British edition. There's a very nice dude who runs a booth down there that he sells a lot of the 70s retro paperbacks, like movie adaptations, you know, like he had the Halloween movie adaptation, right? Really great dude. I bought from him in the past. Oh, it's the same guy I bought my Adventure 500 from. So I went to him and I'm like, what kind of those old Marvel trade paperbacks do you have? And he pulled it. He had a few, but really I only wanted one of them. And he was a little disappointed, but my eye caught the Columbo one. I'm like, well, that's a no-brainer. So I pull it off the shelf and he goes, oh, that's from the Len Wein collection. Apparently when Len passed, he knew the family and he bought Len's paperbacks, his private library. So this is Len Wein's copy of a Columbo 70s paperback, and I'm so excited to own it. Like, I freaking love that. So yeah, that's a fun little comic.
There you go. You've got a little bit of Len Wein.
And there were some other dealers too. They had Len Wein collections I saw, like, of comics, and I guess the Simonsons are selling their stuff too. So I saw someone had a Walton Weezy Simonson comic collection. So that's kind of neat. Yeah,
I believe they are liquidating a lot of that stuff, because why drag it around, right?
Right.
But is that all you got, Joe Slevsky?
That's all I got. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate all of you. You're all amazing.
Rock time, Rob.
Yes. Well, thanks to Joe showing up. Always and chatting. And, you know, like I said, Joe and I, kindred spirits. He was as thrilled about this as I was.
Oh my God. I love that movie so much. I loved it. I've seen it.
I thought too. It's good.
I love it.
I have to say, though, like Superman better.
I did too. Superman had a little more to it, but I really enjoyed Fantastic Four. Yeah.
And but yeah, definitely best Marvel movie in a while.
So good.
And thanks to the studio audience.
Yay!
They're here every week. We love them.
It showed up in good numbers this week too. Joe Slevsky's a bigger draw than Phil.
Oh,
I wouldn't say that.
Rack Time Rob is crapping out on us.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens when you spread lies on the internet. Your internet connection blows up.
Yeah. If only that were true.
You're right.
I had been nice to Phil for almost 2 weeks consecutively. I had to get a little shot in there.
he was starting to get withdrawal.
Right.
Just sitting there going, twitching.
Anyways, I will reiterate Ragtime Rob shouts. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're catching us on replay, hey, you count just as much. We appreciate you too. However you're watching us, make sure that you are going down below Joe Slepsky there and clicking those cool YouTube buttons. It's free and it's quick. And it doesn't hurt at all, we promise. But if you like the video and subscribe to the channel, that's a great way to help us grow. If, again, I know we've talked a lot about money this episode. If you got a couple of bucks laying around, we do have a coffee account. You can subscribe to us on a monthly basis. As little as $1 gets you in our closing credits at the end of the show. So we do recognize the folks who help keep the lights on. We do have some expenses, and you guys are covering them. So we thank you for that. At some point, we'll figure out something cooler to do with tiers and stuff like that. But as of right now, it's not there yet. So we'll get there eventually. I promise. A special shout out to our wonderful friends and sponsors at Kooko Toys. Really quickly, we'll sing the theme song. Kooko Toys. Kooko Toys. What's wrong with you, Slepsky?
Oh, I was reading about Diana Davis's sheep made of money. Sorry, I did get distracted. I'm like a golden retriever.
So help me if we lose
sheep made of money.
So help me if we lose a sponsorship because of you, Slepsky. So help me.
No, Kooko Toys is great. Kooko Toys is fantastic. I mean, maybe honestly, when I come out for that Iowa show, my plan is to stick around Chicago for a little bit, and maybe I'll pop over to Kokomo and check out Kooko Toys.
It's just a couple hours south.
Yeah,
you head down,
and then you go another 40 minutes south, and here we are.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be making sweet love with Mike Irizarry.
Well, you have fun with that.
But it won't have the rack. You're right. It won't have that ragtime or the ragtime sousance to it.
Ragtime will be, trying to keep children from running out into the streets. All right.
Remember, we do have our sale going on, the swag shop too. So if you just had it outfitted with what's on Joe Mind gear for all of your fall show needs, we love it when you rep in public. It's all down there and waiting for you this week at TeePublic. Again, the link is down below. Be sure to support the folks in those GoFundMes if you can. Links all down below. And really, that's all we got. We kept you for 2.5 hours. I won't keep you any longer.
Yeah.
We most of you stuck, so we can't complain.
Well, I'm amazed I stuck.
Right.
Yeah, I mean it's only almost 9 o'clock for me. You guys are, what is it? Yeah,
it's the morning for me, Joe. Whatever.
Yeah,
Ragtime Rob's got a problem, but I had a blind box unopening for you. But, we'll save it. I don't know if we'll save it for next week, but I might do it. I might unbox it with Joe on the
blind box. Is it only Daredevil merchandise?
No, that would never happen.
It's all Daredevil.
Not for me. Like the fact that I have enjoyed the Daredevil TV series is as much a shock to me as anyone else. Like I really have no love for Daredevil, the character, on the whole.
Real quick, Firefly is asking a question about Hooded CC. I was in that panel. She did not say that he was back on the table. What she said was they all respect it, and there's always talks about it, but she specifically did not say they cannot comment on what future plans may or may not happen, but they are always talking about it. That's really what she said on that panel. So He's not really on the table per se, but
that there are always attempts to put him on the table, but he's not.
Yeah. Right.
So fair enough. I hadn't heard too much about that, but I tend to stay away from the scuttle. Yeah,
it was during like the Q&A stuff, and most of their answers are always, we can't really comment on that. So
right.
Yeah.
Because my Q&A question would be, where the hell is my flash?
My Q&A question would be, where the hell is my dial tone? But
right, but you've actually paid for that, so that's more like a question for Pulse, and they don't do that. That's different. That's different people. Anyways, we'll be back next week at around 9, give or take, for another episode of What's on Joe Mind. As our friend Vagon likes to say, stay safe, and if you can't, be careful. For our guest host, Joe Slepsky, for Racktime Rob, who's going to bed immediately after the end of this show, I'm Mike Irizarry. Have a great rest of the week. Yo, Joe.